Hello, everybody. This is session 30 of Marking in the Crown. We started today with a little bit of technical difficulty, but we're getting right at it. Today, we're not going to have Jim recap, because he's going to strangle me if he does. Instead, we're going to have Aldous recap, somebody equally as unprepared and confused. So, Aldous, can you quickly recap what happened last session for everybody in the stream, and we'll give brief character introductions.
So last session, the party got the party had gone to a library in one of the rooms, and in there they found a book, a guide on dungeons, and in this book they found out where a key and the way out was, and they also found the former party member Nesha and a little dwarf named Balder.
What about the armadillos? You're forgetting the armadillos.
I'm leading up to that. So after that, they made their way back, went through a room, got to a room full of armadillos. The Nibbler got turned into an armadillo. The Jackster used an ice ball, killed 20 people.
I made an assumption.
Killed 20 people who were polymorphed. Made their way back to the to Aldin's little what do you call it, outpost, or like little realm. They told him about the way out, the key, and gave over the goods, and here we are now in the tavern.
Perfect. So on top of that, we also have Ark, which he's not going to be joining us today, who has just been affected by some sort of magic spell. We're not sure exactly what it is. He's acting a bit strange. But before moving into anything, we're going to give you guys a little bit of role play at the table before introducing a couple of extra people. So we're going to start today's session with Talion. Talion, you're looking up at Ark, who he is head down. Frosty is casting some sort of spell. I know it's not jumping straight from where we ended last session, but just a little bit of buildup. She is he doesn't look very pleased. He looks minorly distressed, but whatever she's doing, she tells you, calm down, we need complete concentration. So Jelly is going to be beckoned over by Aldin for some sort of conversation, and we're going to begin the role play here.
His eyes would kind of be on Ark, right? Does he look any different?
Does Ark look any different? I like to think that his features are changing very, very subtly. Like, rather than having white hair, you see his his hair start to turn salt and pepper. You know what salt and pepper is?
Mm-hmm.
When it's a little bit of gray, a little bit of black.
Yeah.
And his ears are becoming a little more elongated, a little sharper, but not by much. And his face kind of remains more or less the same, if not looks slightly older.
Kind of tilt his head, furrowing his brow as he'd lean over to Jack, and he'd whisper, "Are you sure whatever your sister's casting on Ark is safe?"
No, I'm not certain. But there's no person that I would rather trust in this entire world with our safety. Whatever she has planned, I trust her instincts on it.
Kind of nod along as I guess he'd look over to the other party members to see what they're doing.
It's just a thread, like something to... Calm down, it's fine.
I'm sure it is, Frosty. I'm sure it is. No. Besides that, about what I said on the ritual, I'm serious. Like, if you've got anything, and I mean anything, it doesn't matter what, I can take the pain. Do it.
Take the pain?
Anything you've got that could make me stronger. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it flails off my flesh. I'll bear that if it means that I can actually protect my friends for once.
strength isn't the same as power, Jack. You know that, right?
Whatever I can achieve, whatever I can get my hands on. Doesn't matter. It's just I need to improve and fast. Be it power, strength, agility. I'll take it.
Jack, these things are not that simple. This kind of magic, it reshapes things. It doesn't add, it changes. Your body might hold it and your mind might not. Are you?
Frosty, I'm a freak currently. I don't sleep, I don't dream. My heart does not beat. My lungs do not take air inside any longer. I crave for raw flesh. I'm already different. Changed. Anything else is just another thing added to the list.
Jack, you're not a freak. You're just hurting. I know what it means to hurt you so much. You'd trade anything to make it stop. It's not healing. This is a weight. You're asking me to change something to your soul. And I don't know if that'll ever come off. But if you fall apart, you can't expect me to put you back together. I can give you this power, but I can't give you the purpose.
That's all I need.
Give me time.
I already have a purpose. It took me a long time to realize it, but my purpose is... And he would motion towards, like, everyone around the table. You. Him. Even Zoltanax. People that are relying upon me. People that need me to actually help them when they need it most. I wasted my time in the school to just being a waste of space. I can't live like that any longer. It doesn't matter what it does to me. If it tears my soul into a million pieces, if it destroys me from the inside out, I can't be useless any longer. I can't be this fucking weight upon everyone around me any longer. And I want to be strong enough so that you don't have to go into situations like this any longer, so that I could actually protect you guys. So we don't... Does that make sense? I mean...
Yes, Jack. It makes sense.
She looks over at him, her hands trembling very slightly.
But not here, not now. If I rush this, I could ruin you. Not just your body, you.
She steps a little closer to him. She puts a hand on his arm.
Let me research, study it right. No branding, no bargains. I can't break later. Just give me time. I'll make it clean. I'll make it yours. Not mine, yours.
I know. You're always the smart one in the family.
I promise, Jack, I won't let you be useless, but I won't lose you either.
And we'll quickly cut over to two peering people on the side of the bar. I like to think that your character, Allie, is looking over at this elf. You've never seen an elf like him before. Not a drow, not a wood elf, not a high elf, not a moon elf, not any type of elf you've ever seen before. He has this purple hue to him. It seems as if he has freckles made of stars. It's bizarre in his eyes. Ooh, uncanny.
Can I do an insight or some sort of check on him?
Sure. What would you like to try to gather from this check? And I'll tell you what check to roll.
I suppose I want to see if I can discern if he's ill or if he's got some kind of enchantment that makes him
Sure.
look the way he looks.
So for ill, that would be medicine, and enchantment, that would be arcana.
Okay, and we'll go for Arcana.
All right, roll me an arcana check, and I'll let you, I'll see what you can gather.
The D20, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
8, 9, 10. That's 11.
Well, you know, he seems somewhat magical. Maybe it's his armor doing this. Maybe he has a magic weapon. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just kind of born a magical freak. But whatever it might be, it's something along those lines.
Chase looks at him, curious. Decides to walk past him. Over here. Casually.
Mm-hmm.
And she will try to pick his pocket.
All right, roll a sleight of hand.
Good luck finding anything.
And she doesn't know that.
Damn.
Hope you enjoy the 10 gold I have.
No. She's pickpocketing, I think, Alduis.
Mm-hmm.
11 plus. Can't find my sleight of hand.
Have fun with the 0 gold he has.
I don't know that one.
I can't find my my thing.
You can't find it? Don't worry, I should be able to pull it up
It's
quickly.
18.
18. Alrighty.
I rolled 11 and I have a +7.
Alduis, what would Talion have in his back pocket? Maybe a bag or a satchel hanging off his side, if anything.
Well, you'd probably find a lot of like religious stuff. Maybe a potion of fire resistance.
Would that have not been taken by Aldin?
Oh yeah, probably put that in the bag. Yeah, I guess a potion of fire resistance is all you'd find.
So
And
you,
maybe like
Fine.
a mace and a rapier to his.
you
like-
pull out this fiery looking potion. It's orange. It's swirling around. It's bubbling. You've seen one of these before. It's a potion of fire resistance. Very useful.
She carries on casually as if nothing and then sort of just sits over here and just kind of pretends that she's looking at the food. She casually then starts looking at the potion, absent-mindedly. Puts it away. Well, that was useless. Wonder how much this will go for. Yo. You. Barkeep. Or whatever you are. Another drink.
The robed man quickly pulls out one of these many bottles. He doesn't tell you what drink he's getting you. He just seems to grab whatever he can find and pours you a glass of this liquid.
And I roll to find out.
Sure. Roll me, I guess that would be a perception check to see if you can get the label of the bottle as he pours it.
Oh, that's... Okay. My perception is... Is it passive perception? Or just regular perception?
That would
it's
be...
Gonna be it's gonna be a 6. It's nothing. I can't
Yeah,
discern-
you're not quite
can't
sure,
discern-
but the liquid is kind of reddish.
She takes a sip.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna have you roll me a concept because whatever this is, it's strong. Ooh, it's strong.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's
Oh,
not that high of a DC. I doubt you'll get drunk off of one drink, but you never know.
what am I rolling? Constitution?
That's right.
Oh god, I have terrible constitution. Well, that's fine. I got a nice-
Oh, you slammed that drink back. You're feeling good. Whatever this is, it's got a little bit of a kick to it.
Not bad.
What the hell? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think that was the dungeon ambience or the ambience. It's on you. Some random talking.
She happily takes a glass, goes back. She's gonna come back around, and she's actually gonna replace what she took with an empty glass, just for shits and giggles.
That's another sleight of hand.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't
Try
get
to
over this.
real stealthily. You got this little shot glass, trying to replace the potion bottle, just being a little bit of a menace. Easy peasy.
That's gonna be a 19, so that's 19 plus 7.
Yeah, what do you do?
She casually walks by, has another look at him, slightly, then decides just to push past him, saying, "Excuse me, sorry," and puts the glass back in place of the potion ball, and then sits back down, looks at the mouse.
Currently
Hi.
stuffing her face with a pie.
What? Hi.
You gonna eat all that?
Maybe. You want some?
And she'll hold her little hand, her little paw out with a chunk of pie on it.
Yeah, I'll take a bit. Happy takes
she'll
a nibble.
stand on her tippy toes and hand it to her.
She takes it. She's casually trying to pretend as if nothing happened and is talking to this Rasmus person that's just randomly next to her seat. Thanks.
Yeah. Your crossbow is cool.
Thanks. It's a hand
What's it made
crossbow.
out of?
The usual stuff it's made out of. You not seen one of these before?
No, I have. Just not in a long time. I mean, I see people with swords more and staffs.
Why don't you describe your character, Flora? What does this little critter look like?
she's a little white field mouse, and she's got a little flower on the back of her head turned upside down like a little hat, and she's very nature like, and she's got a tiny little staff. It almost looks like just a little twig, and her tail wraps around her staff as she talks, and how you would move your hands to communicate what you're trying to say further visually. She does that with her tail.
Ah.
My name's Poppy. What's yours?
It's Chase.
Chase.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to be chased by some tabaxi once upon a time.
And the cat people. Yeah. I can see that happening. Bet that was a nightmare for you.
No. It was okay because then I'd just like turn into a bear or something and I'd be okay.
You know, stuff her face
Wait.
with more of the pie.
Wait, you can turn into a bear? Like a big grizzly bear? You?
Yeah.
Right.
Wanna see?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I believe you.
More pie?
She holds out another handful to you.
No, but you know, you're so nice. I wonder. You look like a very naturey type person. Pulls out the bottle that she just stole.
Oh.
I can see that you'd be a bit, you know, concerned about fire. You know, being nature and attuned with it by the looks of your person. She puts the bottle on the table. Wonder if you'd like one of these.
Well, I don't have much money.
How much you got?
Gonna look through her pockets. How much money would Poppy have? Or what would Poppy have?
3 copper coins, some string, a little bit of lint, and a half-eaten bit of cheese.
This is my last piece of camembert from home.
She's gonna hold it out to her with like her eyes wits.
But I'll take the potion for this.
Looks
Tell
like
you
it means
what.
a lot to her.
I tell you what. You got a little container or something?
Would she?
Like a little bottle of a tiny
She's got a small little sack. She has like a little sack that she used to keep sand in.
She pulls out a little, I guess is pretty big compared to her, but it's like wrapped around like her. It's like a handbag, where she puts it satchel. She puts it around her shoulder. She holds it up.
Like this?
No, I was hoping you have a thimble or something.
A thimble? What?
Hey, barkeep. He calls over. Hello, barkeep.
Like a glass?
He shouts to the barkeep, waving her hand.
I'm gonna scamper up on
Ah, what?
grab one of these glasses.
What is it you need? You ask for
I
more?
need two. No, I need 2 cork lids.
Cork
Balls.
lids.
Yeah,
Hey.
cork toppers. You know what they are.
Hey, the slime scattered all of the kinds all over. It broke most of the barrels. I do not have the things to give you for little play. You think I have things to give you for play? You take drink. You drink. And this is this.
Jeez, keep your hair on. My
Hey.
gods, I just wanted 2 little cork lids. Jeez.
Hey,
Oh,
bad enough dealing with all those outside of the desert. You are all entitled greedy, all of you.
uh-huh. Sure. Whatever, mate. What a dick.
So we're gonna quickly cut over to Aldin. Aldin's going to approach the party, kind of like grabbing Jelly's shoulder. He points him over in a direction. You see Jelly nod and go somewhere a little out of view before he approaches you lot. Pack light and move fast. You're going out. You know that little key? It better be an actual key. You got any idea where that might be? Sorry, he's gonna be talking to the group over here. You're gonna overhear it though.
I'm listening. she's listening.
Hello, stone floors to elf boy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Very well. You got any idea where this key might be?
I might.
Well, when you get it, you don't explore. You don't test fate, you come back. And no, the slime's not going. He stays here. I've got plans for him. He's made progress in his own wet little way. But you won't be unsupervised. I'm going to be bringing someone in to keep an eye on you. A watcher, someone I trust enough not to kill you outright. It gives a bit of a smile. You could tell, even through the helmet, the way he leans back his head, that he's giving that same shit-eating grin that he gave before he bashed in Plumdark's head. Follow orders, keep your eyes open, and don't touch anything glowing unless you're ready to die twice. And if one of you even thinks about leaving early, I'll feed that slime to the rest of you, one finger at a time.
Yeah.
He looks over, hearing the small little volunteer. You and you. Get over here.
Me?
Well, I'm not pointing my finger into the ether now. Yes, you and you.
She reluctantly walks over.
You see, this little group is heading out on a special little job for me. Oh, why don't you introduce yourself, boys? Now, don't you be mean.
Poppy's gonna walk under by Chase's leg and like peer out at all of them.
He looks over at Jack and Talion very expectantly.
Kind of lean back in his chair, looking over at both of them.
I'm back.
It's a pleasure. My name's Talion.
So it's Talion, something very striking about you. Why don't you describe your character, Allie, and then just for the group here to kind of get a vibe of who they're talking to.
Chase looks at all of you. or the whole group. She's clad in black leather, her half-elf ears sticking out from her black hair, her green eyes piercing. She looks tired and slightly annoyed now. She has a slight smirk as she looks at Talion. She crosses her arms. You can see she's got a bandolier of daggers across her chest, a crossbow, a small hand crossbow at her side, and she's resting her hand on her short sword. Good evening.
Talian's
rest of
eyes
you
will be
lot?
focused on her like half elf ears.
Well, you lot gonna introduce yourselves or what? Or the tailbacks took your tongue?
Sorry, we're just all going through a lot of, other things currently that's kept us preoccupied. I'm Jack. Jack of Troy. Hi. Usually I'd have some kind of shitty pickup line right now, but as of late, I have had other things to deal with.
Yeah, I heard from across the table. And the rest of you?
Would
this-
would Zazanax and Nibbler be at all familiar with either of these two people? Because
So-
depending on how long they've been here.
I will give you a bit of context for this. This woman here, has maybe has been a slight troublemaker. They've been known as a pickpocket, and of course Aldin would have probably confronted them on that at some point in some brutal display, but would make a lot of use of this person. He'd speak to them and not really he tries to keep all of you and the relationships between you and him separate. He doesn't want to lay any of his cards out on the table. You might have seen them in passing, but if you remember, this is a place where you're constantly going out, coming in. You might have even healed them at some point. You're the doc. And same for you, Chase. You might have seen this guy once or twice passing by, but he was just the doc and looked like a freak. Why don't you describe, Jabba, what your character looks like for some context?
So, my character has Nep has a flat face. If you imagine kind of like Voldemort, but a bit puffier, with dark like black marble eyes, and his teeth are pointed like a shark's. His skin is grey and pale, and he's kind of lanky. Walks with kind of a hunchback. Wears a big cloak that he covers himself in, but he's known as kind of the apothecary, the physician around here. He does checkups on people. He makes potions. He's just kind of the person that patches people up if they come back and have some nicks. But he's not got much magic himself. He's just kind of good at bandaging people, I suppose.
All right. She eyes Nep up. Has another smirk. Hey, Doc. You need any potions?
I gave all the ones I found to Aldin, but it depends what you have.
Oh. Well, I got something you might like.
Okay.
But... She moves over to him. She
Okay,
takes
sure.
out the fire potion. I say this for a
Okay.
couple of
Another
gold.
one.
All
Why do you want gold? What use is gold in
alright.
here?
Ah, I like gold. It's shiny.
Okay.
I'll take a look at what Nep has.
If not, I'll barter with you.
Well, as for you, my teeny tiny little critter, people are going to overlook you. So that's what's going to make you useful. You watch, You listen, and if they step out of line, you squeak loudly and you come to me. You run
Jack
off.
looks at Talion when he says that.
Well, I'll have you beat out the back of a mousetrap.
Looks at Talion, looks at Orc, Zatanax. Like,
Hey,
Mate, you're gonna use a mouse as a
you
guard.
guys all heard that, right? He says, like, without saying anything.
Kind of give a nod. Actually, did he say that? Did he say that loudly or?
No, like Jack's saying that with his eyes, like.
Oh right.
Like,
Yeah,
you
roll
heard the same thing I just heard, right?
roll insight, Talion.
Insight.
So
Let's
you,
go.
my little friend, follow them, make sure they come back. That's it. No heroics, no bleeding on the floor. Prove a point, eyes and blades, and you in the back. Oh my God, he's giving you a dirty, staring you down, Talion. He's mean mugging you.
Yeah, fucking Talion. Piece of shit.
He turned over,
He-
crossing
he's
his
thinking.
arms and furrows brow.
Yes, Aldin,
Wow.
what do you want?
If they don't return, don't you bother coming back either. You guide them through the place. You're the best one at navigating, find directions through this shithole, so you need to find exactly where they lead you and bring back exactly what they lead you to. This is important, and I don't say that lightly.
You want me to babysit this lot?
I do.
Really? She looks at them.
I ain't gonna ask twice.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Now, you all be heading out soon, but the hell's wrong with this one? He's gonna quickly poke Ark with the mace, and you see him breathe in. Oh,
Oh, he does this sometimes. He becomes, like, catatonic.
hello there.
Oh, no. Alright. That's not the person you interacted with before. Just keep that in mind.
You must be the ones Aldin picked to keep us in line. Brave of you. My name's Varen. Don't worry about remembering it. I'll make sure you do. I'm here to help, nothing more. And if you're smart, nothing less.
Is that Mark saying that currently?
That is. The
new
changeling
one.
perks up. He's very odd. I described him a little earlier. I quickly need to run to the bathroom, so as Aldin walks to the side to go speak to someone beckoning him over, I'm gonna have him speak to Frosty for a moment. I'm gonna let you guys have some time to introduce one another and do some role play. So we'll pick it up with you guys.
Right. Well, hi. Great to meet you guys. You're not the first. He's put with us to babysit us.
She's gonna scamper
Ned.
up onto the table.
Zatanax, both also doing the same role.
hi.
Guess we have-
Right.
You guys want pie?
She has
uh-huh.
another little handful of crumb
What?
like pie in her little paw.
What type of
Doc,
pie?
did you want this potion or not?
No, I-
yes, sorry, we got interrupted. I have
Oh.
this.
He takes out what looks like a herb, but as he like moves it, like wind bristles around it. It's very clearly a magical type of plant.
It is called it's called wind silver. You break it, and it causes a big gust of wind around you. Push plenty of stuff away.
Yeah, all right. I'll trade you for that. That might be
Okay.
useful.
He gives you.
She trades in in front of Talia.
There's plenty of fire resistant potions. How do you know it's your?
I had one in a bottle just like that one. Wow. Isn't that something?
Oh, good. Oh, good for you, mate.
Right.
You, big fella with the helmet. Who are you?
Oh, he doesn't talk very often.
Oh,
That would
That's
be
next
Zalt-
glares
got
at Jax. Yeah. He glares at
he got a
Jack
name?
to introduce himself.
That is Zatanax, the phalanx
Fine.
of Necros. He
okay.
is a mighty warrior. And I have felt honored to be able to learn from what he has taught me.
Zatanax
Ah,
is
so he's your
tapping
boyfriend then.
He's tapping his fingers on the table and grinding his teeth.
Boyfriend? No, it's like he's my tutor.
Hmm.
I'm right. Okay, he's not listening.
What flavor is the pie, little one?
Apple.
So which one are you? This?
Apple. You what?
He's gonna hold up her little paw.
He reaches out with his little gangly fingers and takes it in between two fingers and like nibbles it. It's pretty unnerving because he can't really like close his lips, so he just kind of gnashes it between his sharp teeth, and then he's just it's clear he doesn't like how it tastes, but he's trying to be polite. He just nods.
Very good.
Hey. Okay. What are we doing?
Well,
Whoa!
She's looking at your. Is that a rat? What do you have?
It's Reggie 3.
This is
Reggie.
this is a pet belonging to a friend of ours we're taking care of now. His name's Reggie 3.
What is it?
3.
It's
We're not entirely sure yet, but it's some
looks
kind of
like it looks like a ferret covered in mushrooms.
it's like a mushroom ferret, myconid ferret.
Can I pick the mushroom?
Certainly. Go ahead. Yeah.
She's gonna pick a mushroom.
By
Does
the
it
way,
seem like it hurts him?
by this point in time, like Jack does not look great. In fact, his skin looks rather gross. It's almost like a body that's just starting to decay would look. And yet he's sitting here talking,
yes,
interacting with you.
we just got.
Mushroom?
She's now holding up a mushroom to you.
He just like shakes his head.
No, thank you. We
I don't think the
just
duck needs a mushroom. Poppy.
Tear that off of him.
we
Yeah.
we just got back from an expedition. Aldin seemed pretty happy with us. We got everything he asked us for, and the book. Inside it detailed a key that Aldin wants, and it is somewhere in the dungeon. You have been, I guess, assigned to chaperone us while we go get the key.
Jack would, while he's saying that, he would have sincerely accepted the mushroom from from Poppy, and then would have been like just while listening along, started like casting a healing spell on Red Sea to reattach that mushroom to his body.
I don't know how long Aldin wants us to go because we just got back. We are very, how you say, tired, beat up. So maybe we ask him to take a rest and then
Rather
leave in later.
I don't know if I could handle another going out there again. It was so
You
rough
ain't got a
the
choice
first
if
time.
Aldin says so.
Yeah, you do not have choice, my friend. You do look very clammy, though. Let me take a look.
And Nep's gonna
Oh no,
Gonna-
no, it's
Nep kind of like puts his like giving you a once over inspection, but he's like stuff that would normally concern him, like your cold skin, lack of pulse, glossy eyes. He's just like, I can't tell what of this is normal and death, and what of this might be like bad. So he
it's
just
like
gives up.
it's not even normal on death. It's some like weird in between.
Oh yeah,
Jesus, staring
it-
at Talion.
his yeah. Oh yeah, Talion also looks like a bit of a freak.
Aldin, sir.
He tilts his
Nep
head,
like-
looking over at you.
Nep kind of like skittles like skulks over, rubbing the back of his hand.
Hey, since we just got back from previous expedition and most of us pretty drained, can we depart after a rest?
You want to rest?
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Take it. Get your wounds stitched, your minds cleared, and whatever it is you people do before a mission. But
Thank you, sir.
listen to
Most
me
kind.
and listen well. You don't get comfortable. You don't sleep like you're safe. Your eye.
Never, sir, never.
You leave at first light, or whatever the hell we can classify light here, or on the first screen, whichever comes first. Don't make me come and get you.
Yes, I tell someone.
He's gonna walk over to the herald.
You
Man,
You
what do
see
you want,
that?
man?
you see that table of people?
No.
He smacks the herald on the top of the head like
Ah!
You see
I
that
can't-
table of people?
I can't serve with a bar, man. It's
he
the
picks him
turtle.
up. He picks him up.
Oh,
You wake them up in 8 hours, correct? Nah, you understand? Aldin order.
oh, fine, man. Fine.
And he puts him back down on top of his fucking, was it an egret? Just,
A great ergot, thank you very much. A magnificent looking bird.
I think it's an egret, actually.
Get up.
and then I return. I come back to the table. Oh,
Okay, we have alarm. We have alarm.
Why are you glowy? She says to Tony, just out of the blue.
What?
Why are you glowy?
If I knew that, I'd tell you.
You don't know.
Well, actually, no, I do know. Something about a stain.
A stain's making you glow.
That's what the kind of narrow his brow, and he stopped talking like mid sentence, and he kind of focus on your ears. What?
What?
Why are your ears like that?
What, my ear piercings?
No, your ears. What? Your face. You're an elf, no?
I'm a half-elf.
I'm sorry.
You got a problem with that?
I'm not quite half elf.
Yeah, I'm a half-elf. You never seen a
A
half-elf
what?
before? Oh,
I'm not quite sure what a half elf is.
It's the child of a elf and some other
One
species.
time, I saw a half elf, and there was another elf, and the elf asked him which of your parents was lucky, but I don't know what that means.
Oh,
What do you mean? An elf? No.
what? They did? Did they not do that in your time?
Of course not. An elf and a...
Hey, I mean,
She
it's
talks
changing the,
over to Aldin.
changing the
Aldin.
times, Talion. Like,
Mate,
I mean, it's actually
really,
quite common nowadays.
do I really have to babysit these idiots?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't ask for anyone else at this point. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for you. Why do you always have to make my life a living hell?
Well, the same reason I make everyone else's life here a living hell, so everyone stays in line and listen to orders. Hell,
Don't
we
I
all
always listen to
survive
orders?
here. Exactly, and things turn out well for you, so listen to my order, and I promise you, things are gonna be fine and dandy.
Right. No, but Talion, Talion, you don't understand, man. Things changed. You know, people, mixed races can happen now, man.
No,
like,
I don't have an
elves
issue with
and
that. But,
elves and humans, elves and dwarves, elves and Genasi.
no, Jack,
I mean,
where did they go?
Italian,
where they go.
what's your problem?
Well, when you pass, where do you go? You won't...
I don't know.
I don't...
This
To the
rate,
afterlife, I guess.
at this rate, Talion, we all go to hells.
What do you mean,
Not
like?
the hells, of course not.
I mean, they'd probably just go to heaven if they
Corellian's
believe in
domain.
it, right?
Corellian's domain. Where do they... What about... Where
What?
are you...
What's the issue, man?
Do you go into a trance when you sleep? Do you have past memories?
What?
Do you not dream of your past lives?
Talion,
No.
lives.
Jack
Did
scratches the back of his head.
Did
trying to
I
figure
live
out how to
another life
explain this.
before mine?
I'm not quite sure, little one. It's
Live multiple lives.
All
Some
right,
people.
come now. Enough dilly-dallying. You got your rooms to the right. Y'all get nice and rested now.
Yes, sir. Okay, everybody. Like Nep kind of claps his hands
need
together,
another
like
drink.
to get attention.
Lights
Yeah.
out
Past,
in
shoves past Talion.
lights out in 15 minutes. Yes. Okay. Good
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
everybody.
Wait for me,
Right.
I got little legs.
Nep will just pick him
The
up.
strongest you got, barkeep.
So real
Strongest you got.
So real quick, the barkeep will drop a strong drink down. Nibbler heads down to do a bit of medicine before getting a long rest. And what I want to do is, in order to save a little bit of time today, we're going to quickly zoom past to. I would think that everyone kind of manages a little bit of business. If anybody has anything specific to do, let me know before we start you guys off here early in the morning. Xanthanax would just be standing in the corner, very eerie.
That'd be one interaction I'd want to do.
Yes, sure. We'll do again. Anybody, feel free to speak up before we kind of get ahead. So, Jack, we'll get to you as Aldin's preparing to leave with Frosty. You said you want to hit one more thing before you you left her.
Frosty. Sorry, Aldin. I could just give this to her real quick. It's a memento. Not even sure if you remember it, but
She reaches her hand out to take
here.
it, but Aldin is going to kind of go in the middle and grab it and quickly inspect it.
it'd be a chewed up dragon chess piece.
You like munching on wood, son?
Oh no, those are not my bite marks. It's something from our past when we were growing up together.
He gives you a bit of a smile before he kind of yanks on her on her cape and hands the piece to her. Well, you'll have all the time for fraternization once you get me that key.
Certainly, sir. Of course. Get the job done.
Got a big day ahead of you now. Rest easy.
Hey, Frosty, I'm so proud of you for graduating before I did.
Oh my god.
You can see she's a little embarrassed by it, but we'll carry on. So Jack, we're gonna put you all in the room. If we can get the tavern ambience off, Scar. You're all gonna wake up early in the morning, having been given a very nice rest, being prepared to exit the dungeon and go after this mysterious item. At least mysterious to Chase and Poppy. Still not being given full details. They were probably told, "Hey, this group here is going to give you a rundown for what you need to do." So, let's begin.
Jack would, walking out of his room, he wouldn't look like he's groggy at all. In fact, he looks quite ready for his morning, like as though he didn't even, almost as though nothing really changed since last night. Although walking out, he would come out holding a book that he collected last session from the library. And seeing everyone else start to exit their rooms, he'd close it and would walk over to Talion, of which Talion and maybe Zontanax are probably the only people currently that he really feels truly comfortable with right now. Maybe Neb. Everyone else is kind of odd currently. Or untrustworthy.
So,
Hello, Talion.
very quickly, the two of you are also approached by a very, very confident looking Ark. He doesn't hold the same facial traits. He just has a brief smile. Of course, the half elf. You can describe how your character comes out. I'd assume a very nonchalant strut, but if you have anything else, you can go for it. And the critter of a mouse. Go on, Allie.
She opens the door. It's a big stretch. Sees Talion and her face just drops like, oh, right, yeah. Good morning, you lot. She pulls her hair up into a short ponytail, very messy. You ready for this?
Nep kind of like walks out. He's putting up his hood as he does, so just kind of like walks out to the front here. He like sees Zatanax away at the back and like beckons him over with like a little smile, like doing the hand thing. It's like, come here.
Where's the mouse?
Jumping on the bed.
No, she's asking the crew. Where's the mouse?
Oh, I wouldn't know. In her room, perhaps?
Which room is she in?
I wouldn't know.
Oops, never mind.
Zatanax, you would hear when you're walking on over what sounds to be the springing or bouncing from the room to the left.
Chase is just preparing.
He strides over,
backpack.
kicks the door open.
It scares the shit out of you, Papa. You see this massive skeletal warrior, glowing green eyes, standing in the doorway. He just kicked the door down like it was ready or not.
Vermin! Tally not!
Okay.
Assemble!
Okay.
She's gonna come like scampering out, like a little bit on all fours, and she's gonna run. Oh,
Right.
she has to stay in the back. Oh.
Hey everybody. We have been tasked by Aldin to find something very important. It is keys that he wants for access to something in Great Dungeon, yes? So we know that it is opposite side of Golden Portal, which was...
He like Nep kind of like spins around in place. He's like,
some direction. But we do know that it is on opposite side, very edge of dungeon, normally dead end. How we kind of didn't you
points at Talion.
didn't you cast spell to figure out where it was yesterday?
He'd nod.
So we
So-
do that again when we get outside.
So, what's the plan exactly? Says Ark. Well,
Wait,
the new personality for Ark.
Can you really plan? It is random dungeon out there. We go, follow Talion to where key is, get key, come back with because Zatinax can always find way back here.
So, you can see him
Wait.
look over at the rogue and then the mouse. And what would you have to say, Allie?
You just said that you had a way to find this key.
Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't the plan be go out to the dungeon, use the method to find the key, head towards said key?
Ah, so we are
Yeah.
after a key.
Yes,
Oh,
we
wow.
get the key,
We're
and
after
then
a
we
key.
we get the key, and then we use Zatanax, who always knows way back here, to get back, because Aldin wants key.
Yes.
I do have a concern though.
Yes.
It's I mean, does Aldin really want to leave?
Leave.
I do not know.
What does this key open, by any chance, if you don't mind me asking?
A door of some sort, an exit?
I see a door, a vault, a gate.
A door to
an
where?
exit.
Ah.
The outside.
Yes, it's
So, this real quick, when they say to the outside, Chase and Poppy, you two would be stunned by this. This place has been no escape. You've been told by everyone this is a place of no escape. There have been no rumors of a key, any door. I mean, this has always been madness, but now they're saying...
Poppy's gonna
That's
like
not possible.
creep up a little bit more.
What?
That's
Right.
not possible. There
except
is no
that it
key out of
is
here.
my newfound friend.
There
We
is.
found a means by which we can do it. Aldin himself has been already informed, although it seems as though you were not in the room at the time of him finding out.
You know, I just have
Yes.
to wonder what we're really stepping into. Aldin doesn't seem the type to give up power, not unless he's worried about someone else that
I
might
didn't
take
realize
it
your
first.
vocal cords could get that deep, Ark, but you're right.
That's-
Oh, really? No, this is actually wonderful. Check this. Hello. Hello.
Hello!
Oh wow.
It's marvelous, really.
Yeah, very interesting. Jack would give like a side eye to Talion.
I'd
Jesus.
give one
Raising an eyebrows to all of this.
Well,
So-
right. Which one is this by chance that we're talking to currently? He would say to Ark.
Well, hello, I'm Varen, but before we continue, I believe the lovely lady had something to say.
Ah, yeah. Yes.
So you're saying, and let me get this straight, you're saying that there's an actual key to an actual door, to an actual exit of this place?
Theoretically,
Yes.
yes. We just have to find it.
And how do you know that it's actually a key to an exit?
That's right, and what do
Well,
you think
we-
happens when we come back with that key, if we come back?
Well,
That's what I'm wondering.
we haven't gotten that far yet. We figured we'd get the key and then figure out what happens next.
So it's not actually a key. You don't actually know it's a key to an exit. You just know
Well-
it's a key to a door.
Listen, I know you're not really sure right now, but this is also like the only thing we and everyone else here has got going currently. So what do we have to lose to it?
Oh, our lives. I suppose that's not much, huh?
Well,
Does he
being
have,
down
like, a
here will
split
lose some
Maybe
personality
the
or
eventually.
first time,
something?
Ark.
Yes, it kind of do, yeah.
Right. I was trying to
Ark,
figure
who's
that out.
Ark? I'm Varen.
Oh, right. Well, won't be the first time for me, Varen.
Braver words have killed better men.
I'll keep that in mind. Someone's gonna have to carry Poppy. On the shoulder or something.
Right.
Well, why
I
not
could
give
do-
him to our big undead friend here?
Yeah. Sounds like an idea.
You can see Xanthanax. He looks at you for a second longer than he should when he says that, and you can tell even without an insight there's a slight mocking tone to that saying. Whether or not it's directed at you or the mouse, you're not sure.
doesn't like
Xantanax,
that.
do you mind if you carry her? If not,
no,
if you
no,
do mind,
no,
I'll
no.
do it for you.
Where there is death, there is vermin. That is the way it has always been.
He's so fucking cool. Yeah. Right, of course. Yes.
I'll run over to Jack.
Ah, it seems he's chasing me. Yes. Hi. You can climb on my back if you wish.
She'll go sit on his shoulders like a little kid.
Yeah. I imagine.
Like her hands on his head. She'd probably like try and pick some of the frost ice out.
Well,
Poppy, don't do that.
No, it's fine. I don't even feel it anymore anyway.
well, two undead, 1.5 elves, a small mouse, and a shark. I'm sure we will be fine.
Yeah, what a great motley crew we are. Are we all ready to go?
I'm
Have you all got
certainly
your
ready.
gear, had your breakfast, all ready and chipper to get into the swing of things, as they say? She
Oh,
says
boy.
sarcastically with a very upset smile.
Ready as we'll ever be. And, well, I think I have some leftovers from yesterday I could still use.
Right.
Oh. Xantanax,
Yeah.
I practiced what you told me to do last night. The workout.
Yes, very good. Carry on, Half-Blight.
Yeah,
I would have
Yeah,
words
if-
with the elf.
of course. Of
So-
course.
Tell me, undead, how exactly do you train someone to work on their muscle, given your seemingly lack
Don't
of
talk
flesh?
to me.
Okay.
Chase kind of giggles quietly under her breath at that. Come on then. Let's get to it.
So,
Gonna look back from the group, walking away and up the saddle next to the Willem Dafoe like stare.
You and I, elf, we are both ancients. See past your own silvery hair. Our war is over. Of course, Aldin does not long to leave. Here he has power over everyone that dwells here. The power of a life and the power of a death.
I suppose we can agree on that. I wonder if he's going to break it if we give it back to him, though. I mean, it's like you said, a man wants power.
Of course. We will not give it to him.
The concern, though, is Frosty. We can't leave her behind. I mean, nor can we the rest of the people here. There's too many of them.
That is why we will cut the head off the snake and kill him. I've been here long as any. My bones ache to twist his head from his shoulders.
Kind of look towards the bar where, if Aldin's still there, or he saw Aldin.
Oh, he's off talking to some other people.
Right.
You could see him probably away. Maybe mocking the turtle.
That is a black knight we're talking about. I mean, we can't. Far too strong for any of us, even combined.
He is the first adversary I faced in this dungeon. And
You
yet
fought
I
him?
stand.
You fought him.
Yes,
And raised his brow at this.
I was not alone. There were others of Necros.
How many?
There was 12. My
And one
friends. Aldin took them from me. And I will take his life for it. But with you constantly daggering your eyes into my back, that is uncertain. We are stronger together, Elf. As I
suppose-
said, our war is over.
Kind of look away down to the ground, but I suppose we'll put aside our differences, even though you are a war criminal. Taken many
Besides-
friends from me as well.
You're not
But-
Drow.
No, I'm not.
Then I hold no grudge.
Right, well, we should probably get back to the group, shouldn't we?
Yes, together we will forge a path to freedom.
Of course.
You, elf! Come hither! You are to take the entrance of the side. Aldin's order.
Entrance to the one to my left,
Come, we will make your way across.
of course. Would I recognize his armor?
Probably not. That armor came far past your generation. So, leading the entire group over, this paladin had told the group before, come follow him. You'd see him, a strange old-looking dwarf, which Talion, and another odd-looking warrior. The dwarf shoots what appears to be a very, very heavy crossbow. It's cumbersome. It has this very big, like a bolt and a steel wire, and he shoots it across. And after doing that, you see him start to pull. And as he pulls it, the metal at the end of the tip begins to unfurl, and it looks to be like a fabric, almost as if he expects you guys to grab and move across this line to get to the other side. Are you gonna be good at it?
Well, allow me, dwarf. You're going to be climbing to the other side. I wish there was a better way across, and if you want to use your magic, there's no objection, though this is the way most of us get across. Try not to be lost to the sea. Those who do never return. Good luck, and when you return, it should still be up.
Right. Sure. Got it.
Alright.
You see
I
the
guess
tightrope
yeah,
of death.
Nep's going first. He like reaches up and like wraps around it, and instead of like walking across it, he's shimmying underneath it.
That works. So, Talion, you also look down, and I like to think maybe you hyperventilate a bit. You're having a bit of a moment. I mean, that down there looks like the Astral Sea.
It's gonna lightheaded. He's gripping onto the wall.
Jack would put his hand on his shoulder. Hey, it's all right.
Are you sure we can walk across this?
According to them, we can. Neb got over somehow.
Right.
Let's take it one step at a time. Don't look down.
Do you want me to go first, baby?
Hey, this is a war veteran you're talking to. Have some respect.
Really?
I'm scared of tight roping.
Of what war?
Take the first step over.
It's the Dwarven War.
Oh.
Yes.
Talion, I mean, you're nearly pissing yourself getting across. I'm not going to make too much of a roll. If it was a bit, I mean, you guys can take your time going one by one, but you guys could also describe how you shimmy across and how it looks. I mean,
I imagine because his armor is so heavy, like the tightrope is bending in the middle.
well,
And he's like...
I will say Talion is wearing mithril.
Okay.
Chase
Plays
just
his hand on your shoulder.
walks on the tightrope as if it's nothing. Looks bored.
Ooh.
Smirks at Italian.
Now,
And then just leans against the wall.
Now, Xanthanax, you have a bit of a problem because you're not sure if that rope is going to hold you.
Send me across, Half-Blight.
You want me to teleport us?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, Poppy. You're gonna have to get over yourself. I have to get Xanthanax over. Or Ark could carry you over. I mean, Varen could. All right, come on, Xanthanax. Just hold on to me, and then.
He's like your grandpa.
Come on, you lot.
Right. As a like black tendrils would open up into like a small maw, almost squid-like underneath us before it envelops us and opens back up onto the other side of the room.
Poppy will go across.
Ark will also walk across behind, or I guess Varen in this case. You see him put his sword on his back, and he's almost walking like a tightrope walker, using the sword to kind of balance himself. He has a bit of a grin, but you see a little bit of sweat come down from his brow.
All right, Talion. Nep reaches into his pocket and unfurls the forged piece of page and points at the key diagram on it.
You know what to do, right?
Mm-hmm. He'd nod as he'd look down on the piece of paper, and he'd take in all the little details, and he'd think of it, and you'd see the little freckles on his face, like the starry little freckles. They'd align and they'd glow as he'd look towards the direction he would feel the key.
Okay. So
Which would be where?
You'd feel the key's direction is straight ahead.
Straight ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Straight ahead.
And then Nep like folds up the page and tucks it back in his belt.
So the first thing you see is this room with a big. Okay, Nep, stay where you are. So I need you to roll me a dex save. You would all see this giant like metallic foot come from the ceiling with immense force.
Dex plus 6 is 12.
You do not pass. You're going to take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. You were just on the edge. You're not completely crushed. So I like to think, oh my god, your foot does not look good right now. Go ahead, Jabba.
Dilathander. That's bad.
With evasion, I take 9, and I'll uncanny dodge and take 4.
So why don't you describe what happens, Jabba?
I'm like, this is a weird foot. I step on it, and then I'm like, I wonder what could have made this, and then I'm like, there's not even room for something to fit this big in, and then I look up and see it coming down. At the last second, I jump back, and it like catches my cloak, and I just bonk against it as the force like the whiplash and like drags me to the floor. I stand up, rubbing the back of my head.
I should have seen that coming.
You're right. Do you need my help?
No, I am fine.
All right.
This is what you always do. Just blunder into a room and don't check for traps or anything.
I don't want to hear it.
I
Walk
didn't
over.
notice you seeing those traps either.
I'm gonna take a look at what this potion
Well,
is.
I would if I was at the front.
Be our guest. If you think you're so
Alright.
capable, why don't you be on Watts?
Perception check to see if I see any traps or anything.
Roll perception.
Oh well, apparently I see nothing.
I mean, hey, you saw the trap in this room. It was the big foot. I mean, why? Like, how would they fit any more traps in this room?
Well, I
And I
mean,
look-
there was the big obvious footprint. That could possibly be a trap.
There is
You
plenty
know.
of stranger. Have you seen the lizard that barbecues dogs? There's plenty of weird stuff in here.
I'm gonna like was it swirl around the particles in this bottle? Can I try and identify what this potion is?
Roll Arcana.
That's a 14.
This here is a potion of fire resistance.
Does it look like the same as the one that I traded for already?
The one you try. Oh wait, no, wait. What potion are you looking for? The potion on the. Is there a potion here? I didn't see a potion there. My apologies. What did you get?
14.
No, you would not know what this potion is. I'm sorry. I messed up a little bit.
Nep is just gonna put it on his belt then. Seeing the footprint here, that's like probably indicating where the thing will stomp. He's just kind of shimmying around it and onto the parts that don't look disturbed, that aren't pressed down.
Jack
Just
would do what?
don't stand in the footprint, and we good. We're very cool.
No
Jack
doubt.
would do much the same, waiting for Zotonax to move before him before following soon afterwards.
Come along.
Yes. I've thought about what you've told me, Zotonax. About how warriors they need not think about the consequences until after it's already happened. It'll only lead
Are
to
you
death.
coming?
Oh, yes, just taking in the atmosphere.
Of course. Don't step in a giant foot
I think
infant
you're
in
right.
the ground.
That mistake that I made, it was so dumb of me. But thinking about it, it's not gonna help any of us. It'll only distract me.
You would hear a bit of stone rumbling, and you've all been in the dungeon long enough to know, don't walk through when the stone's rumbling. That's how people get split. And when it rumbles, you hear the door up ahead open, and
Right.
Action requires reaction, Half-Blight. But your
What's
mind
this-
is its own weapon.
What's
Do
this
not
room?
neglect it.
What's this room look like, Sylvester? Is this like a big bush or something? Or a
it
big
does
tree?
look like there is like a bush in the middle of the room with a strange orb at the very top. There are also two locked doors on your to the front of you and to the right, but the left is completely open.
Insight
Where
on
does-
the
Go on.
bush.
So, yeah, sure. Roll insight. You're trying to
Can I roll
gauge.
nature in this room?
What are you rolling nature for?
To identify these plants.
All right. So,
7, 8, 9,
well,
12
Chase,
insight.
the bush doesn't look like it's alive, nor does it
Yes.
seem like it's spiny or carnivorous. Jack, what did you get for
Jack?
nature?
Jack pulling out his how-to book on weeds, he would start flipping through and start looking at the different leaves around this area, making sure not to touch them in case they could be poison ivy of some kind, and that would result in a 17.
Well, none of these are ivy, none of these are weeds. They're all just ferns, mostly harmless. Though you do know ticks could appear in the grass. Those are usually in the native environments, and you're not quite sure how it might be here. So before we, you can of course communicate that information, but before we go too deep off, we're gonna let Nibbler and Chase do what rogues do.
Starboy, where does it say it is still?
Which way is it?
Well, the path, as if it were a straight line, directly ahead.
Directly ahead.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Roll for perception, Chase.
Oh god, my perception's terrible. Oh well. 20.
Looking down, you see something move through the bush very slightly, and again, kind of peering down, not putting your face close to it. You can see that there are, oh my god, there are dozens of venomous snakes just inside of this tall grass.
Okay. Everyone, you might want to be careful about stepping in the grass.
Right.
Not unless
That
you want to
plant-
get bit by snakes.
Of course, that would be the problem in this room. That plant over there, it's unusual for a plant of that kind to be able to grow in a place like this. In fact, it
Poppy!
wouldn't even belong anywhere near the continent we came from.
You're a nature kind of gal.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
Do I roll nature?
Roll nature with advantage. You come from a very odd village. They might have encountered some of these before. Oh my god, you call that the psychic tree. At the top there is usually a watery orb that if you drink it helps you with a little bit of clairvoyance for an area. It helps you see like a room ahead.
Tree. I
But
want it. Get me over there.
What? Huh? What is it?
There is a lot of.
It's a
there is-
psychic tree. That thing at the top, if you drink it, you might be able to get some clarity on some things.
Right.
There is a lot of snakes in the way.
The problem is that there are snakes.
How far is the pool
do
from
have an
me?
idea.
Is the pool, so I want you to imagine this thing is almost like a pine tree. I mean, it's more circular shaped, but at the very top, like a star on Christmas Eve, you can see it's maybe around 10 feet, or I'm sorry, like 15 feet from you, high up
15.
and then away.
And can you
Okay.
climb? Can you climb, little one?
I have an idea.
Maybe, but somebody could throw me up there.
Ooh.
I have
Neb,
better idea. Yes.
Okay.
do you have any of that raw meat left?
What?
Why are you hungry?
No. Well, I am, but there's also the fact that we could use that. We could throw that out to kind of lure some of them away to clear an opening by which one of us.
I
can
have-
throw
I
them.
have-
Why does it
I
always
have-
have to be snakes?
I have better idea. Nep
Yeah.
takes out one of his arrows from his quiver and takes out. He has still has 50 feet of rope. He's going to tie a rope round the shaft of the arrow, and then aim upwards for just below the top of the tree where the trunk is, and thunk, shoot the arrow into it. Then
And-
he's gonna wraps the rope tight around his arm to make it like a straight line up. And he's like,
Do you think you could climb that, little one?
So,
She's gonna try and climb it.
Perhaps it'd be safer for me to go there instead. With
No.
how I am current, or maybe Zoltanex. He doesn't even
I
have
couldn't-
bless. Poison wouldn't do anything against him.
it's not poison. I know
But-
what this does.
No, but the snakes are.
Just let the
Okay,
mouse
and
do
if
what the
I
mouse
fall,
does.
I just turn into a little birdie and I'll be okay.
We must have trust in the people we travel with, shouldn't we?
Poppy, why don't you
We've-
just
we
turn into a
just met
bird
these people,
anyway?
Barry.
Because
just met you,
I
Varys.
might not have to.
We save talent.
And we might
Advantage.
could get into trouble.
All right. Well, if you think you know
gonna
what you're
start to
doing,
scurry up.
little guy, just I'll
girl.
Chase is gonna
rescue you if you
aim
need
at the
help.
snakes underneath her in case she has to shoot one.
She's keeping. So to summarize, Chase is focused on the snakes. I like to think you have a hand crossbow ready in case one of them jumps up and snaps at Poppy. Poppy, I want you to roll me an acrobatics check to try to get up this thin string over to the orb.
holding on the rope. Can I help? Like by how tight I'm holding it?
No.
I'm holding it. Not
This is
not-
this is
Not
kind
us two.
of like Again, I mean, if you're holding it, you don't really have a brace. You're just kind of,
Yeah,
you know.
I understand.
So you
Hang
get.
on.
So she manages to get up to the top. I like to think maybe a snake starts going up, but quickly gets taken down by Chase's hand crossbow, something of the sort. Dead snake.
Weird.
There we go.
And so this is a little pool.
That's right.
Does anybody have a glass or something?
Just use your mouth or your paws or
Well,
whatever it
let-
is you've
let me-
got.
Well, I know, but I could bring you guys some.
Let me look for a moment, see what I have on me. Perhaps I do have something.
Chase quickly reloads her crossbow and starts aiming close around, keeping an eye on Poppy.
You'd see another snake start to
hey,
slowly start to make its
Italian,
way
what
out.
Shoots
about-
it, shoots it, shoots it.
Hey, Italian, what about that empty glass bottle on your head?
What? It kind of.
Reloads.
Yeah, I was curious why you decided to keep
I
that
can
souvenir.
catch it. I can catch it. Throw it.
Oh, perfect. Throw it to her.
Kind of reach back, taking out the bottle, looking at it, perplexed to why it's empty now when it was filled with fire resistance, like potion earlier. But he wouldn't
Not time to
pay any mind to it.
dilly-dally.
Yeah,
Come
he
on.
wouldn't pay any mind to it, and he'd
Come on,
throw it
Italian,
up to
throw
her.
it.
Roll sleight of hand, Poppy. Let's see if you grab it.
Oh no.
God.
Let's go,
What's
catch
the-
it.
Tumbling into the snake pit.
Oh.
It falls into the
Oh.
tall grass. You see a couple of snakes like instinctively
Satax.
bite at it.
Do you think you could walk over there and hand it to
Oopsies.
her? I doubt.
Of course.
I doubt these snakes could do anything against you.
I'll stand aside.
Satanic steps forwards, brandishing his sword. He just starts cleaving through the long grass as he walks forward.
You would hear the sounds of hissing, and I'm gonna have a whole group of them just try to attack. If anything, they're gonna do tiny amounts of piercing damage. But we'll see. It's a lot of snakes in there, but I doubt they'll be able to even hit you. What's your AC?
18.
Yeah, for the most part, only 2 snakes manage to bite you, so you take 2 piercing damage. Poison doesn't do anything. These bones are far better than that age. One of the snakes actually dies from you cleaving through the grass, and you get up there, grab the small little glass, and pull it up. You don't even need to go on your tippy toes. You're just able to lift up the glass to their height.
She'll fill it and then she'll quickly hand it back to him and then she'll drink some for herself.
So
And then she'll hop on his shoulder.
roll me a, I guess roll me a straight wisdom check.
+8.
You sense that there is danger in the room ahead, like great danger. You have a quick flash to what seems to be a ton of gold coins that crush. You see a vision of Jack getting crushed by tons and tons and tons of gold coins. Looking to the right, you would see empty room, and looking to the left, you would get a quick visage of what looks to be a big slime cube, but the slime cube dissipates and it's destroyed, and that's where your vision is going to end.
We go right. Because
We go.
there's in that room, there's gold, and Jack, do you like gold?
Well, I mean, I could certainly use some. I haven't really gotten paid in a month.
Well, I think that might not be a good idea for you.
Oh,
And in there's a big slime. But this way, there's nothing.
Did you
So
see
I
any?
say we go to the right.
Did you see any exits in any of the rooms? Because if it's a dead end, it's not the room. you're
Just a
looking-
second,
Was this a
Jabba.
dead
What,
end?
what were you saying, Chase?
Oh, Chase tenses up as soon as she says that and slowly edges away from the door where the slime was mentioned. She doesn't take her aim off the snakes, though.
So now, Jabba, what were you saying?
Did you see any exits in the vision? Or because
she
if it is a dead end, then it is not the right room.
It did just seem like a dead end from your vision.
It was kind of closed off. I didn't see any doors in there, so we might have to go to the left.
I hate to interrupt, but you're standing in a load of
Yeah.
snakes in the
alright.
grass.
Well,
Would
I
you get out
can't
of there,
really
please?
move.
Why don't you come back over here, huh?
As Jack would actually start casting icicle
I'm still
storms,
aiming at
covering.
snakes.
Eat my
He'd start
snake. I
aiming at the
wanna-
snakes to start like
You- I-
covering them.
I like to think that snakes just keep coming for Xanthanex. You and Jack just keep taking them down. You see another snake come out, and eventually Xanthanex, if you do walk out, you would see like a small snake hanging off the side of one of its greaves.
Xanthanex carries Poppy in the glass
gives
out
me
of
an
the long
idea.
grass.
Chase kicks off the snake hanging onto him. Ugh.
She's gonna.
Right. Well, now that that's sorted out,
No, now she's with
which
Xanthanex,
direction
I
do we
guess.
go?
Left.
Yes, it said, well, there's going to be a slime apparently over here, but this is the only not dead end apparently. We go this way.
Right.
You sure there's no...
Xanthanex-
Wait, you sure there's
That
no
there
any
wasn't a
other
dead
way?
end. Well, okay.
Hold on. Give us a moment. What were you saying, Allie?
You sure there isn't any other way? We have to go to the slime door.
Yes.
I mean, we can go through the gold, but I saw Jack being crushed.
I mean,
So
gold
I
is
don't
more
really wanna-
preferable.
Crust.
Well, do you want Jack to be crushed?
Was there an exit in the gold room?
I don't want to.
Chase, are you afraid of slime?
No, I'm not afraid of slimes.
Okay.
Then what is
fine.
problem?
We've dealt with slimes before. Well, Allie
Does
and
she have to
I
roll
and-
anything for saying that?
You can roll deception if you'd like. Trying to lie through your teeth. No, not afraid of slimes. Ugh, gross little things. And then anybody
mean-
who wishes can try to roll insight. Oh well, I
I would
mean,
roll insight.
Maybe
Oh,
roll
hang on.
inside.
What? It's my deception, isn't it?
yep.
That'd be okay. I saw
Uh,
right through her.
Hold on, Jack.
Just sounds.
What's 6 plus 8?
14.
14.
14. My deception's 14.
So you're a decent liar, but for the Ice Genasi has had fear on his face for much of his life. He can tell when somebody is not being truthful, at least by a phobia or something. He gives you this brief look.
What?
If you look in campaign chat, you can see the look.
I don't know where campaign chat is.
I'll give you a little thing.
It's like he gives you a knowing. Well, he gives you almost like this side eye, like I know what you're really about. Not actually saying that, but not afraid. Well,
Chase has quietly moved to the back of the group.
Real quick, Nep, before anything, Varen is going to place a hand on Talion's shoulder, and he gives him a bit of an inquisitive look. You've walked longer than any of us, haven't you?
What?
You've walked longer than any of us, haven't you?
I suppose.
You ever hear of a key like this before? A gate that needs blood and name to open? Anything from back then?
Could I try to remember?
Well, I'm gonna
Well,
let
let's see
you
if I know.
interpret his words, because again, it's very odd what he's saying.
Right. So did he say? Wait, I'll have to hear that a second time. If
You
that's
ever
alright.
hear of a key like this before? A gate that needs blood and name to open. Anything back then?
I don't think so.
Seems strange, doesn't it? That something buried so deep in this dungeon could matter so much to someone like Aldin.
It does, doesn't it? Imagine he wants out. That's where he.
He shifts his tone a bit, and he seems to almost like, it's almost admiring. You must have seen kingdoms rise and rot, gods fall, magic change shape. I bet there's part of you that already knows what this is.
Well, if there is, I don't His head would drop. I don't remember.
For someone who has lived so long, you speak without wisdom.
Especially right.
Why is that?
It's not much wisdom to remember.
Well,
I don't remember much, you see.
Huh. Oh well. I suppose time is a way of falling away, like sand through an hourglass.
I suppose. Should we keep moving now? Be best, wouldn't it?
He gives you a smile and nods and continues ahead. Oh, Rogue, do you mind going first? I know you're very frightened of such a horrible slimy mass, but perhaps the rat was delusional.
I can go first.
I think it's best that he stays watching our flanks, Baron.
It's okay, Chase.
What's up,
Poppy's
young
gonna.
Xantanax?
She's
I
gonna
don't like this
jump
personality
from
of his.
Xanthanax, and she's gonna. Poppy, she looks like she's gonna jump onto you. Or, I said, Chase, she looks like she's gonna jump onto you.
Chase, the armadillos were not there. No.
No.
Chase, it looks like this small little rodent is about to jump onto you.
Wait, he's gonna jump on me?
No, they're gonna jump on Chase. Though I think they might be getting
she might
water
not
or
be
something of the sort. That's all right.
Sorry.
Take
No,
this, Half-Light.
Oh no,
I
it's
didn't
all right.
realize I was muted. I was
Oh,
talking.
yeah, sorry,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
I'll take that as like Jack would
Chase
pick
looks
her
at
up.
Poppy.
Jack would pick her up.
Whoa,
like how you
hold on, Jack. We're gonna. What were you saying, Chase?
Chase looks at Poppy. She makes a space on her shoulder and leans her head so she can jump on.
Okay, she'll jump on and she'll like sit on her shoulders. She'll like she almost brushes her hair and just goes,
There. It'll be okay.
I'm fine. You just stick with me, alright? She's lit a torch, by the way, and just changed her
Come on,
her sword to a torch, and she's still keeping the crossbow.
quickly.
Take
before
this,
the room
Half-Light.
changes.
Half-Light.
What?
Take this.
He holds the filled glass.
As we're walking through the doors, he would take that from Xantanax.
Phalanx, do you have a javelin or something, or a spear?
Of course.
Can I have a
I always
javelin?
keep one to hand. Yes, here. Take it.
He hands over a javelin.
So, Nep is holding the javelin out in front of him fully extended, and he knows that there's a slime in this room. So he's hoping that the tension of the point of the spear hitting the slime will give it away when it touches it. So he has like the javelin pointed out in front of him to stop him from walking into it without realizing.
So you walk forward with the javelin and you start poking and prodding, and when you turn the corner, you feel the javelin kind of get sucked out of your hand, and you can see it. It kind of gurgles a little bit, blocking your path.
Right.
There it is.
Right, catch up. Sorry.
Yes, we have
see it?
found
Red Sea with me.
gelatinous thing.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Right.
I don't want to get.
Oh, that sounds like a big one.
Hey, I think I got a solution for this. What works against slimes? I'm pretty sure they don't like the cold, right?
I don't know,
Fire.
but I think I know slashings it normally makes it worse for some of them.
The gal back there said fire.
I don't have fire spells. Surely freezing it would work, right?
Fire.
Freeze it, I hit it.
Oh, wait, step
that's-
back,
oh.
step back. Alright, we need to come up with a solution fast. Okay, either someone makes a fire, or I'm just going to blast it with ice.
I can do fire.
The large
Alright,
slime inches like a slug. Like, it's not quick the way it
Callie,
moves.
step
Like,
back.
you can see it continuously and slowly move, but again, it's like a slug. Very slow, very slimy, just oozing through every crack.
Bobby, get up here.
Go on, Chase. What'd you want to do?
Insight. I forgot. Insight on weakness or anything.
Roll me I guess that would be a
Nature.
history or nature. You might have some experience fighting such things, but if you have a phobia, I also like to imagine you probably
You're scared for a
stayed. Yeah,
reason.
you stayed away. You might have learned how to kill it through books, but never through practice. Ooh.
14.
No, you know a little bit about slimes. Give me a second. Gelatinous
Solution.
cubes. You know that these creatures tend to do well against slashing and bludgeoning things with weapons. You know, magic tends to hurt these creatures more than anything. But you cannot blind, charm. You can't deafen or exhaust something that has no flesh, bone, or organ.
Solutions? Anyone?
Weapons
I
are
guess
useless
just-
against it. It doesn't like magic.
Then
no
we.
fire?
You could use fire. If you
Right.
got fire magic, ice magic,
Ew.
whatever kind of magic, just use magic
Alright.
on it.
Screw it.
She's-
Sally, get out of the way. Get ready for this. As I'm going, he'd start whirling his wand around, and there'd be almost like a swirl of ice start to form within the air before he would slam his staff down, and the spell Rhymes Binding Ice would blast out towards the creature in a 30-foot cone.
And that's a con save?
Yes, on 13.
Oh, well, it passes.
Well, it would still take half the damage. Let's see.
The
Okay.
slime appears to start to get agitated, and I mean, it doesn't move quicker, but it's gurgling a little more. You can see that the large mass of jello is starting to almost bubble as if it's broiling, and it continues to inch closer and closer and closer. Back, you fool!
Whoops.
Everybody back. Everybody move back.
He
Back,
turn around.
back.
He's like gently nudging on ZanaNet.
Be about 8 damage.
Fine.
Chase, I need to see it.
I ain't
Just a
getting any
little.
closer than this.
Right.
Well, just move
Okay.
to the left a little bit.
All right. Well, someone have a
It is-
solution. We're losing ground here.
My
no,
lord,
you
you're
just-
useless! And he's going to point
Does
forward.
any of you got any knowledge on this thing?
Ark is
It's
gonna
fine.
point forward and start to cast a spell. He begins to whisper incantations, and you start to see. Ooh, let's see how this works. Oh boy,
Whatever you do.
back! And Ark starts running back as far as he can. As the slime inches forward, he casts a spell, Sickening Radiance, into the corner over the slime. And the slime, although it continues to go forward very slowly, is pelted over the next minute by radiant damage. Typically, I would roll and continue to roll con saves. I might even roll a couple right now, but it does 4d10 per round. And if this creature is moving very slowly, it is sucker save. We'll see whether or not it failed. Wow. We'll see whether or not it actually fails enough to be affected. We'll do 5. Oh my god, it's only failed once. Twice. So we're going to say that the creature is around the end. It's going to still take it, but it's looking a little weak. Does anyone have any other ideas?
I want to firebolt
net.
it.
Okay, yeah, I'll let Laura do it.
The creature continues to inch forward. Firebolt it, Flora. You see the mouse on now elevated by Chase, being able to look everyone, shoot out a little firebolt,
Oh,
and
11.
she is scared. The mouse, she is shaking, she is quivering. I like to think, Chase, that the firebolt almost singes a little bit of your hair. They're not careful, and it fires out and bashes into the wall.
I'm gonna back up and steady aim and just see if shooting it with a short bow will do anything.
Roll the hit, and
After he does that, Jack would cast Icicle Storm.
18 plus 6, so that's 24.
It would you'd see the bolt hit it, and it does seem to damage it a little bit, but not by much.
It'd be 20, 28, whatever.
Go ahead, Allie. What was your question?
How strong is this leaf thing you gave me?
It's the leaf
16.
thing I gave you. I'm trying to
The
recall.
wind silver.
The wind silver.
The wind silver.
It's a
Would the
fern
wind
that
silver
you
be
said-
strong enough to push this thing back down the corridor?
Ooh.
Yeah, I am not sure. It's normally enough to like push objects over or send people away from you, but this thing is big and heavy.
Yeah, but we're in a corridor.
I'll deal with it.
A wave of icicles would be shot towards it by Jack while you
So-
were talking.
So go ahead and roll damage. It's still moving forward. Chase, you had something to do. Talion was also moving forward.
Well, I wanted to see if the leaf thing was strong enough to at least push it back a little bit.
Sure. So Chase, you begin to weave through. You get a little closer, and although you look a little perturbed, you squeeze past the nibbler. Very tight spot. Talion's holding his shield forward, getting ready to strike, and you pull out the wind silver. And I like to think maybe crush it in your hand a bit, which causes this immense little. It's not the strongest breeze. But it's still like, if you've ever been in Chicago, the Windy City, something like that. I mean, you're from the UK. I'm sure there's wind like this all the time. Because it's so weakened and because it has taken a lot of damage, cold, radiant, all the things of the sort, it's already looking pretty small. It is pushed a good 10 feet closer, and you can continue walking forward and pushing it as the party fires into it. Talion,
Jack
you
will
said you
fire
were doing
again.
something? Well, hold on, Talion, you
well,
said you were gonna do
That's
something?
it. Well, the thing's moved away now, so I was gonna go to attack it with the rapier, but I imagine Sickening Radiance is still here.
Yes, it just got a nat 1 on that too.
Oh, right, okay.
So
My boy.
the creature continues to shrivel down to the ground, and it becomes this small little slime that inches forward, trying to get away. Jack manages to take it down with one icicle, and like that, the slime has been dealt with.
Right.
Alright. Drop
Good
that
work,
really.
everyone.
Drop that really. Yes, thank you. Alright, everybody.
And just in case there's another slime, Nep picks up the javelin again and points it in front of him.
That was fine
Super.
thinking, half elf.
Chase is taking a breather,
Poking
trying to
with
gather her nerves again.
Come now, if you need a bit of breath, simply swallow what you used to push that thing away.
Poking with
You're very
trying to
funny.
Go forward.
Jack's just like looking at Varen as he passes by.
He stops and just kind of gives you this like eyebrow raised look, looking over at you.
Yes.
Can you like stop giving all of us so much sass right now? None of us need it or want it.
You see his face drop, and he kind of looms. He's I like to think around your height, if not a little shorter. He kind of gets up into your face a bit.
I'm sorry.
What?
I said, stop giving us sass. Jack would be looking back down at him unblinkingly.
You're no fun, aren't you?
I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to make sure we survive.
No, boy, I'm giving you grace. Ask your questions with guesses, and I answer the questions with purpose. One of us is going to walk out of this place understanding why we're still alive. Well, but by all means, if you prefer, I can hum a tune and keep my mouth shut. That won't stop me from thinking.
Just keep away from trying to give us all these bullshit answers. You could be useful, you could be helpful, you can give comments. Just be a teammate, man. Miss Ark.
Yeah, and we just
Get rid of him.
going.
The little snake's not meant to be there. Neither is the traveler.
No.
Okay, and I'm gonna test the door. Is it open or?
Yeah, it's gonna be open. Let me just change this real quick.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Thanks.
Strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You probably can see through it. That's all right.
It says unsupported file type.
Does it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you
It's
guys
just
might not be able to see that. Give me a second. Uh-oh.
the white void.
Do do
White
do
void.
do 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 do. All right, let's see if I can
Chase is
change
looking
this.
around herself, still nervous.
You're right there?
I'll be fine once we get out of here.
If your nerves are shaken up, you can continue to be in the back.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So how do you two end up in here?
Me?
You and Poppy. I assume you two are close to each other with how you've interacted so far.
We've met Poppy a few times. Right?
Yeah.
Just... I can't right now. I can't. I just need to take a breath.
Yeah. Well, we can go another room or two and then take a short rest if you need it. But let's keep going through the room. Don't want to get separated.
All right, I think it's almost done spawning. This is a copy of another room in the dungeon. So, you walk forward, Neff, and there we go.
I can't see whatever this model is. Is it loaded?
It hasn't not loaded for anybody. It's just a corpse.
Yeah, it's just bones.
Is that? Do I see this little lizard thing?
Yeah, a little salamander.
What?
All right. Start making room.
Poppy sees the
Getting a little
salamander.
cramped.
Poppy wants
Nep.
to talk to it.
Friend shaped.
Nep takes, looks over the edge, sees all these bones down on this grass, and he doesn't trust the look of this grass. He takes a little piece of hydra meat and drops it down into the grass to see if anything happens.
You could see after a second or two, the grass begins to hold onto the hydra meat very tightly.
You don't touch the grass.
Quite deep now, isn't it?
We're gonna have to make a
Poppy,
leap
do you know what
across,
this
won't
is?
we?
Roll nature, Poppy.
That is?
I have an idea, actually. I can teleport myself over and then use rescue to get the rest of you over.
Sylvester advantage or no?
Regular. And if you remember, Jack, rescue has to be unimpeded. There's a pit in between.
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
9.
you're right.
19.
Oh, that's grabgrass, Poppy. There's a lot of that in the jungle. They grab people and they don't let go. It's worse than quicksand because it'll hold you down and start sucking the nutrients out of you.
She taps Chase's shoulder very lightly and points over to the corpses and all that. And she says,
This is dangerous because the grass will grab onto you and it won't let you go. It's like a big hug, but not something that you want to hug.
I have an alternate idea.
Yeah.
Varen, you should have on you a canteen with infinite water. If you start pouring that down there, I could eventually get it up to a level where we could freeze it and then walk across.
Yeah, that would take very long, and there is also pits here that we would also need to fill.
Yeah, I suppose the bottomless pit wouldn't be that easy to fill up.
Let me try something.
I'm gonna take out my rope again, tie it around my waist, and with a hammer and tighten the other end into this thing. I'm gonna get a running thing, and then try to jump across.
Roll acrobatics. Who's holding the rope?
It's a python. So a metal peg, like a tent peg.
Okay,
19.
strength save. The salamander opens its mouth, whop, and you would feel as if you hit a wall in the middle of your jump.
That's -1, so 5.
You're gonna take a D4 of bludgeoning damage, and you go tumbling down, but the rope is grabbed. You all can see that the thing starts to crack on the python. The rope is starting to the python's starting to move a little bit. Nibbler is just kind of like hanging on the side, shaking his arms a little bit.
Grab him! Grab him!
I'll use.
Hold on, Chase. You grab the rope. You want to lift him out?
Oh God, I am the worst person to do this.
And Jack, what were you doing while that was happening?
I was about to use rescue on him.
Roll with
Bring him
advantage,
back.
Chase.
I'm too low for rescue.
Yeah, he's too low.
My strength is 15 minus 1.
Yeah, rescue's a good cantrip, but it's also a cantrip, so it has its limitations. So you still manage to pull him just barely up. I like to think maybe Talion grabs onto the cloak and pulls you up. The salamander stands there, just kind of idle.
Got ya. I've got ya.
That salamander, it make a worse.
The hell was that?
What? It's some type of enemy?
Poppy, you see this type of lizard before?
I'd assume she had.
You've seen salamanders, but nothing that's done something like this.
Sure, there's not
She's
some kind of
gonna-
invisible wall.
Gonna cast
It could be something
Speak
that's
with animals.
polymorphed. Could also
Okay.
be this is a trick of the puzzle.
What do you?
Hello.
Let me get the voice on. Hold on. I didn't think you would talk to him. That's cool. Give me a sec.
Hello.
Why did you do that?
This is my bridge. You must.
Your
This is my bridge.
your bridge.
Yes. I don't let anybody who I don't like over the bridge, and I don't like him because he has sharp teeth, and sharp teeth means he'll eat me.
No, he won't eat you. I promise.
I don't believe you. He has sharp teeth. Sharp teeth are ugly.
Can I make you believe me?
What do you have? What can you give? Why? How you make me believe you?
I have pie.
Show me the pie.
Okay.
And she'll take out a little slice of the apple pie that she got earlier.
How many across?
How many?
Yes.
All of us.
2 pies.
2 pies. Does anybody else have pie?
What
got a
is
bit
it
of.
saying? Wait.
He wants pie.
Pie?
What? Ask him what else.
What else can we give you?
I don't know. What else you have?
Do you want a strange potion?
I don't know what potion is.
Well, it's good, and if you drink it, it might be good.
Okay.
So potion?
Throw.
I am not giving it my potion.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What do you mean? I want it. I want it.
I'm gonna like
He
take out
wants
a.
it.
I'm gonna take out a dagger and steady aim and try and throw it at the salamander.
Roll the hit. You need a high DC. This thing has 3/4 cover.
Hey, what are you doing?
8 plus 6 is 14.
You would see the dagger hit like right in the middle
Like
here.
the
and then-
invisible wall.
yeah, then plop to the ground.
Liar!
You got me.
Liar!
Did you do that? No,
Sorry,
no,
sorry,
I
sorry.
didn't mean
Sorry,
that.
I'll be
Why?
behind you.
I was gonna sort out a deal with him. What?
Is there a way that you can get me to talk to this thing?
I don't think you can cast Speak with Animals on another person, can you?
I think you can. It's a touch spell, right?
Okay. She'll, well, it says self.
Yeah, self means only you.
You gain the ability to comprehend. I'd say you can speak on her
Well,
behalf.
cool.
You could always speak on her behalf.
I can speak for you.
So you can talk,
just
Allie, and I will
amazing.
take your words as it being translated.
All right, little fella. What's your name? You got one?
He tried to kill me.
Yeah, he
Yes, he
did,
tried to
didn't
kill
he?
him.
He's horrible, ain't he? You don't look very nice neither.
Hit him.
Hmm?
Smack him.
Wait a
She-
second. What's going on
She
over there?
whacks him on the shoulder.
Whoa, whoa,
He
whoa.
rubs his shoulder. You're how?
There. I punished him. Now, why don't you want us to come across your bridge?
I don't know you. Strangers are dangerous in this place.
Oh, well, we ain't strangers.
You're bigger than I am.
No. Well, bigger doesn't mean anything. You have the power to stop us getting over that bridge.
But once
this
you're
gap.
across, what am I to do?
Well, we ain't gonna hurt you. We just want to get by and through that door. There's nothing more that we want.
Roll persuasion.
You.
Oh.
Okay. Let me find the dice. Uh, 19 plus, plus 5.
Okay, I would have said everybody but him, but you seem to have a calming influence on the salamander.
Fine. Jump and you will not be impeded.
You promise?
Can we roll insight?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Evil salamander.
Our lives are
Plus
fucking weird.
5.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. He's a pretty honest fella.
Okay, I trust
Nep-
you.
Nep is gonna make sure the python is secured because it was wriggling last time. He like pulls it out and moves it back a few feet and
15
hammers it
on
in again.
insight. Now,
Picks up his dagger. Rushes
Got
it
it
off.
on
The dagger's in the grass.
Poppy, hold on tight, all right?
Okay.
She's gonna.
So-
she's damn near squeezing you.
Oh, I can't
So
look.
Nep sets up the other end of the rope here and python's in the other end, so now there's a tightrope going across.
Well, Chase just happily walks across the tightrope like nothing.
Right. Okay. Need to figure out how we're gonna get our big guys across. Next. I'll just teleport you over. Unless
Much
you want-
obliged.
Poppy, give him some of that pie to that salamander as a thank you.
So you would grab onto him.
She'll
and
scamper down and she'll give the salamander her last pieces of pie.
a wormhole would appear underneath the two of these individuals,
There you go,
engulfing
mate.
them,
See?
and then bringing them
No
back over
harm
to
done.
the other side. Boop.
So Ark is, or Varen is quickly going to, like, look over to Tally and starts making a bit of conversation.
Talion, was that right?
You still got the voice
Yeah,
changer.
I don't want the
Still got the
voice changer.
salamander voice.
Talion, is that right? Talion.
He'd
Talion,
look over to,
is that right?
to Varen. Give him a nod.
What
That's right.
what is he really? He moves
Which
like
one?
someone who's still learning to breathe, like he's not sure the body is his. He's keeping quiet.
boy?
Just speaking to Talion as you guys make your way across. Don't get me wrong, brave, loyal, but there's something underneath him, cold, loud. I've seen undead with warmer eyes. Hold on, before they get dragged over there, Jabba, they're still on the other side, just kind of
You
talking.
said,
while... this is while
as they were making their way
Well,
across.
no, while Jack and Xanthanax were making their way across.
Okay, my bad.
You've been around
It's a
longer than
strange one,
anyone. Yes, I mean, you've been around longer than anyone. I figure you know the signs. Or maybe you've seen it before.
Signs of what? Undeath?
The moment a friend stops being just wounded and starts being changed.
Well, he told me earlier, maybe a day ago, he ate a man.
Think. Maybe you'd tell me if I should be worried.
cautious.
He gives you a nod and he's gonna run across.
As like Jack would be finishing a conversation, like as soon as he jumps over, Jack would change the topic of a conversation he was having with Zontanex. Oh yes, and that's what happened in Detroit ever since that year.
Can Chase hear any of that
Fascinating.
with her ears?
Roll perception, Chase.
Hang on.
And I'm not sure if Nibbler was focused on the Python or was trying to.
Yeah,
Never
I was.
mind. I heard
I was.
nothing.
Well, now hold on. Nat 1 is very fun in our campaign. It kind of subverts a roll into one of the worst outcomes possible. So, Jack, what is it that she heard that could have just been like that is pretty much like that is pretty awful? I mean, what is it that she could have heard you say to Xanthanax?
Wow, your bones are so strong.
Sir, that. Oh well, like as in what I actually said.
No,
or
she
what-
got a nat 1. She got a nat 1.
So what I actually said. Wait.
No,
Oh, so you got a nat
no,
one.
nat
Okay,
1.
okay.
Something that would
My
be
bad.
something that sounds bad out of context.
Zontanex, I can't get it up anymore, man. I don't know what to do anymore, man. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what type of medication you take anymore, man.
So they jump across and he changes the subject. Chase, I mean, you were fiddling with the door to get it open. That's what you had heard from this man behind you.
She she almost face palms but doesn't.
Nep wasn't
Damn
really
these
paying
guys.
attention to either conversation. He was pulling on the rope to dislodge the python to get the rope back.
Salamander bids you farewell.
Enjoy the
Give him a piece
pie.
of ration.
Nep kind of does that thing where he points at his eyes like he doesn't like the salamander.
I'm giving little salamander a little piece of my rations.
Oh, he nibbles on it. He's pleased.
Best friend.
His eyes are gonna glow. You have DM inspiration.
Oh hell yeah!
Salamander inspiration.
I gave him my pie.
Yeah, but that was part of the deal.
Good.
You
Ridiculous.
speak of Detroit, Half-Blight. Tell me more of this gelato.
Oh, Uncle Gelato, the Iceman. He, that's what he told us to always call him by. He would always like,
He's
you know,
not
every time
slime,
he'd
is
be
he?
over, like he'd say like, the Iceman. That's who I am.
Hold on. So real quickly, I think I'm not sure if you heard, but she'd poked up with a question when you said gelato.
Oh,
It's not slime, it's not a slime man, is it?
no, it's my uncle. That's what officially that was his official name. Then later on, he later went by the name of Gelatoni after he got like this job. I think he said that he was working with a waste treatment company, something
Waste
along the lines of
management.
that.
Said he was
Waste management.
I
I think it was.
a janitor or a cleaner or something.
He
Pick
started
out the
dressing
trash.
real nice whenever he got that job. Started helping my
enough.
dad out, paying bills that we weren't able to pay. Never said where the money came though. Guess they paid well in waste management.
I only know Detroit for the water. The sailors sometimes came to where I was from Detroit. They water people.
Water people.
But oh yeah, like Gelato is the person. It's both a name and a thing. We Genasi, we name ourselves off of like the element that we're usually born into. Like Ice Genasi have the names like snow, ice, frost.
why is your
anything
name-
involving
Isn't
that.
your name Jack?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is your name Jack then?
It's not always the case. Sometimes our parents just want to be unique. But usually in that case, we usually just get like either a singular name or it's something like Tony Tide for a water genasi, for example.
So you are unique in Jack, and then your sister is Frosty. So they pick one very, very generic name and one unique name.
it was the name that my mom wanted for us. Okay, I haven't questioned why.
Nep being in the dungeon long enough to be paranoid about every chest, just on instinct, as soon as he walks in the room, he's gonna mimic check it and shoot it with an arrow.
50 perception for traps.
All right. So with your 15 perception and that arrow that set it off, you could see the chest like snap its mouth open when you shoot it. It is in fact a mimic, and it closes back. It closes back up.
Bloody things.
That +3, so 19 points of piercing damage.
The creature becomes aggressive. It starts like hopping towards you fellas. Because Allie and Nep were the first to see it, I'm gonna let Allie, if you want to shoot at it, you can, or if you want to do anything else.
I already took a shot at it.
Yeah, I took the damage off. The creature is
I'm gonna shoot
bouncing, hopping on over you. Quickly pull out your bow, or I'm sorry, hand crossbow, and wham, going to shoot it.
Wow, whoa, I did not see that coming.
12. I don't think I hit.
12. Well, you may. Yeah, you hit.
Oh, okay.
If you're a rogue, you could also steady aim, which gives you advantage.
Oh, well.
So
oh my god.
So the creature takes a decent amount of damage, and it's going to start to try to flee, just kind of like using its tongue to scrape itself along, and then rolling the best it can. It's trying to escape. You can see these little crab claws start to come out of the mouth of the mimic in order to make it go a little faster.
Oh, I'm going to cast Icicle Storm on it.
Roll the hit.
Okay.
Poppy, would you sit on my other shoulder?
Is Icicle Storm a
Mine's little.
cantrip? What level?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. It's like Firebolt, but for ice.
Thanks.
That's going to be a 12.
You hit.
Okay. So I'm going to then do 2d10.
You hit the creature, and it continues to waddle away as quickly as it possibly can. Oh my! You hit it for 11 points.
11 damage.
Yeah, the creature it's still up. I mean, the mimics are pretty tough. It gets around the corner. It's trying to get out once more. Nep and Chase, I'll let you take two more shots at it before it wanders on out.
Okay.
Steady aim.
The creature continues to bounce. It's hopping. It's trying to leave, and it gets hit.
15.
Still, the creature is not dead, so Allie, I'll let you get a last opportunity. So steady aim is rolling with advantage, and when you do it, it's just you use your action not to move. That's the way Rogue will work. So you can roll twice, and so long as you don't move when you aim, you can get advantage, which could also give you a sneak attack if you hit.
So you can roll
That's right.
Yeah, you can roll another d20 and take the highest.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
so
take the highest.
So roll your damage, your sneak attack, and do those dice doubled. Roll double the amount of dice, and tell me the modifier doubled as well. Nat 20s are spicy.
If it's I think it's with sneak attack. It's at this level it's 4d6, so you roll another 8d6.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Okay. I can't remember what I rolled just then.
You can roll it all together.
Chat 8. So you roll another 8d6.
So click it.
You roll 5 more.
Yeah, click 5 more. You're
5 more?
Yeah, 5 more. You got a nat 20. And like that, why don't you describe how you kill this thing? Because you do kill that thing.
With Poppy now on her other shoulder, she now can aim properly. She takes a stance, aims directly into its eyes, if it should have eyes, and fires off a shot, hitting it straight dead on.
The creature is pinned to the ground. You can see those crab claws start to shake and move around. It's like a scene out of The Thing before it falls limp. The mimic is dead.
Good shot.
Poppy takes that lint out of her satchel and starts throwing it around like confetti.
killer's dibs, and then he just like
Yeah.
nudges. He nudges
That's very
Chase.
good.
Yeah, get what you want of it.
She looks
That's that
inside.
out of the way.
Talion, which way?
Which way?
Yes.
Which way, Sylvester? Is it straightforward still?
So, Allie, roll survival if you're trying to take parts out of it, or investigation if you're trying to see if it had anything useful.
Oh, she's gonna kick the lid open and see if anything's inside it. What am I rolling for?
Investigation or survival?
Or survival.
Investigation. Well, my survival's 19, 20, 20, 23 for survival.
23 for survival. You managed to find. Ooh. Let me check my my list real quick. I'm gonna give you something special. We'll let everybody else role play while I'm pulling this out.
Chase kicks the lid open. Ugh. Disgusting things.
I have passed through this room before. I never understood what this statue is supposed to be of. Where is this knight from? Well, they don't have horns on their helmets.
Could I roll history?
Roll history, huh?
The only
As
guy I
Jack
knew that had horns on his helmets was the Winterim guy, but they didn't wear
That'd
armor
be-
like this.
That'd be 14. Jack is observing the statue.
You're not quite sure where this came from.
No, I'm not sure where it could be either. Yeah, if Frosty was here, as he could say. This is always the history nerd of the two of us.
Starboy, does this mean anything to you?
He points at the statue.
Does it? Can I roll history?
All right. By the way, I found what was in there, Allie. I'll send you a picture. You're not gonna know what it does, but I'll send you a picture.
Alrighty.
Oh shit.
So inside, you find this strange-looking and surprisingly intact cupcake for being inside of the mouth of this creature.
Oh no, it's a cupcake. She
Found anything
picks
good
it
in
up.
there?
A cupcake.
Ooh, I want it.
That it's not eaten?
Can I have it?
Roll to see if it's poisoned or anything.
That would be another investigation roll. You're being extra cautious. I like that. You're a rogue. You've been in this place before. Whenever the dungeon offers sweet treats, not always is it pleasant.
Can I? Looking at this, does it look like
14 insight.
14 on an insight. Yeah, I'll let you do insight. It does not look poisoned.
Does it look like it's made of magical
I'ma eat it.
ingredients? If I take a look at it.
You couldn't tell just on the first look. You can try to roll Arcana, but it'd be a high DC. You're no wizard.
Yeah. I'm used to magical stuff. It's a 19.
Yes, this is inherently magical. This cupcake.
This cake is magic. I can tell. The consistency. It reminds me of.
What's the name of a magic plant, Celeste, that might be used in baking?
You're asking me a big question on the spot here. Yeah, I'd have to look into my magical bag of plants and read all the descriptions. So I can say for certain.
It looks like the same consistency as
Sleight of hand.
As what? Sorry.
No, well, keep talking. I just told Flora sleight of hand.
It looks like it might be made out of mandrake or something. I know that consistency and the smell is definitely mandrake.
So while holding it out, you see the rodent climb down and snag it like a
19.
little mouse. You could try, Chase, to roll another sleight of hand against that just to keep it away from them. You'll have to beat a 19. This little mouse is crawling down you. They want to eat that cupcake. They're hungry. They're a little critter.
Sleight of hand, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh my
22.
lord, you somehow keep it away. They keep trying to climb up your arms and you keep moving your arm away. Nope. You can't let it have it.
No, Poppy, no.
I'm hungry.
It is
It's
magic cake. It could be bad.
But it could be good.
It's got magic. It could be cursed. It could hurt you.
Do you need me
Stows
to
it away
babysit?
very quickly.
Come
Would
on.
you mind?
You
Take her,
got-
please.
No,
No,
could have
no.
picked her up.
Poppy.
He's like holding her an arm's length then from
You're coming with me in the front.
Right.
Is everyone
It's
ready?
for your own good.
Ready, Next.
She's looking
Stows the
back at you
cupcake away.
like she's like over his shoulder. Or
Oh,
I guess he's
so-
holding her out in front of him.
Got
Her
like-
arms
got
are
like,
like yeah, she's got those
he-
eyes and her arms are
he-
sprawled out for Jake.
Fascinating.
Yeah, he would put her on like on like his shoulder, I suppose.
She's
as
like a
he's
little
leading the,
kid, like looking
yeah,
over
like,
their
I
father's
imagine
shoulder.
I imagined like the big puffy like pouty cheeks that a kid does when they don't get
Yeah.
what they want.
All of these grand designs, and it always comes down
pained.
to sugar and
With-
pride.
Chase looks kind of pained, throws her head up like, I'll buy you something nice or I'll get you a nice treat when we get out, alright?
I'll let them fight.
Right, are we ready, or people need a
eyes.
moment?
No, I'm ready back here. Go on, chat. Come on, Next. Come on, Italian.
Is there anything else in the room?
Let's get on going.
Does not appear so. It seems like a very
What are these golden things on the floor? These all sigils,
mostly just light. They're carved into the ground.
like little glowing runes that just meant to make light. Okay.
All right, everybody.
Yep, I'm ready.
So walking forward, Talion is going to be speaking with Varen behind. You begin to hear what sounds to be howling icy wind when you enter the room. It is cold. To you, Jack and Xanthanax, not a thing, but Nibbler, Talion, they seem to shiver.
Yeah, you see Nibbler's sharp teeth like shattering, and it's like a nutcracker. It's like one of those wind-up sets of teeth.
Keep your cloak on tight. Let's see if we can get through this quickly.
Anyone speak primordial?
Check for traps.
I thought I did. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but
So you look down, Nibbler, and even you, Chase, can see a little far off this large-looking creature. It almost looks like ice, but ice that's been left out far, far, far too long. Like in the fridge when you have something that you just haven't grabbed for years.
Like frozen solid.
Permafrost.
Well, that's not good. Insight?
No, it's not.
What are you rolling insight on, or is it just perception? What are you trying to gauge from the roll?
I'm trying to figure out if that thing's gonna start moving, if it's got any
Ooh.
sort of movement, or is it just a statue?
Sure, roll insight. Ooh, it's not hard to tell. That creature is a being, and it looks. And you've been in the dungeon long enough to know
20.
that these creatures tend to be aggressive. It's looking almost wary on patrol, but it's focused more down there, as if it expects anybody that comes by to come through that doorway. It's standing vigilant and ready to attack.
She looks back at the others and holds her hand up. That thing is alive. Don't piss it off.
If we do, there's nothing I can do against it. None
That's
of my spells
comforting.
are gonna work.
Being trying to be sneaky, I'm gonna climb up these rocks to
Roll stealth, you and Poppy. I know she's on top of you, but she's also.
Oh no, Poppy's with her.
No, she was saying so.
She's also.
Can I
shivering.
do something real quick?
What would you like to do?
Pass without trace. Where'd it go? Did I take it off?
You cast that.
Crap. Never mind. Wait, I think I took it off.
Wah. Roll stealth. Uh-oh.
No, I do have it. I do have it. I do
Oh,
have it.
oh. Okay, you
do have
cast pass
So you
without
can-
a trace.
You can cast that whenever once. So that means
Yeah.
what, +10 to stealth.
Yes.
So
Plus 10 to stealth. Yeah.
I rolled a 32 in stealth.
Hang on. Let me go find a thingy.
I think you should be good with Pass Without a Trace.
Let's get.
Unless you get a 1, but you didn't get a 1.
Yeah.
So, Nibbler, you quickly go back and your Pass Without a Trace is still active. Everyone is as quiet as a mouse. As quiet, well, the person as quiet as a mouse is making everyone else as quiet as a mouse.
How far was this drop down?
5, 10, 15 feet.
Okay, everybody. We can go around it. I will python in rope and we can abseil down cliff face. And then hopefully the magic will make it so we can just run past.
It's watching that exit, though.
I think that
We
would
need to
work.
go that way. We need to go that way.
Then we best be quick.
I realize that.
And Sylvester, can I roll Arcana to try and determine what this potion is? This blue one.
Sure.
I think this
For our
one.
loudest members, I could try to.
That's 15.
I think I could teleport them.
All right.
I'd only be one of them.
You're not sure, Jabba?
Alrighty then.
You can leave the
No.
rest to me.
I've got a plan.
So, Talion is going, Ark is going to grab Talion's arm.
I'll teleport him across. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
What?
Sure. You know what? I can teleport Zontanax. His armor's going to clink around too much to stealth. As I'm also got Timsky's minor wormhole Zontanax.
Where? Because he's dimension dooring, so he has a lot of leeway to go places he doesn't see. You can only go somewhere you can see, and unless you get to the edge here, the only place you're going to be able to see is right in front of the creature.
The two of us could sneak over to that edge then.
It would pass without trace on them. Yeah.
As the two of us would walk over there. Go it.
Zontanax is keeping his mouth shut because he doesn't whisper.
I've got a plan.
I'll see the two
I've
of
got
you
a
on the other
bell
side.
in my backpack. If I can distract it to look the other way.
Give a second. So you say that, you turn to the right, they're already gone, and the creature is charging down there, going to chase after them.
Oh, the love of all makers.
Right.
I think you chase after them. Oh my god.
I am going to wait. Is this a tree or a bush?
That is a frozen bush.
Alright,
Just jump down.
I jump into the bush and I grab. I also have a bell, and we can use your one. I'm gonna toss it up here so it's ringing up there.
Roll.
12 for acrobatics to climb down.
Yeah, you managed to slide down. Nep, you grab the bell that I'm assuming, like, when you were pulling out. Yeah, I have a bell, pulling it out very quiet, like, and then they're already gone. Nibbler, you quickly grab the bell. I'm going to need you to roll me a performance check, or else you're not going to get its attention. It's going to keep chasing after them.
Oh, performance, okay.
I give my bell to... I give
11.
my bell to Nep.
11.
Take it.
An 11? The creature continues to charge forward.
Shit. Let's go.
Oh, that's just wonderful, innit?
So real quick, we're going to roll initiative. Let's get some combat music going. Jack, you see the elemental chasing after you, lumbering behind.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
Idiots.
Oh.
So
are we rolling initiative?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, initiative is plus your dex, so it's whatever your dex modifier is.
So while Jack gets some combat music, I'm gonna take this time.
Is it not just my initiative, which is
No,
plus 7?
Yeah.
Plus your initiative.
It'll be the same number if you look at it.
No, 21.
Here's what we're gonna do, everyone. We're gonna take a quick loading screen break. That way we can go get some water, go to the bathroom before we enter initiative. If that's all right with everyone, I'm going to put on the loading screen, and we will be right back. All right, everybody, we're jumping right back into it, and we're going to start here with initiative. We're going to start with Chase. Chase, you were chasing this thing lumbering towards the party. Jack, you look back a little frightened. Xanthanex, you're like, you're kind of thinking, what did I expect? And what would you like to do, Chase? The creature still doesn't know you're behind it. You have passed without a trace on.
Can I climb it?
You can try.
All right. What's that, acrobatics or?
That's acrobatics. And were you planning on attacking it after climbing it?
Yes.
Okay, with a nat 20, you could attack it. Yeah, roll the hit with advantage. So you would see Chase. I like to think maybe a kick flip off the wall, something like that. I'll let you decide what you do. And what was the roll? Remember, you have advantage.
Roll another one. Another.
Oh, sorry. 20 plus 7. 27.
27? Oh my god. All right. So yeah, you hit.
Wait, is the advantage I take the highest number? Because if it's the highest number, then it's just 18.
Yes.
18.
9 and 18. Yeah, it'd be 18.
You hit.
Okay, I climb up. I climb up its back very quick as I can, get my short sword, and try to ram it into the side of its neck.
So
it would be 5d6 because we're sneak attack.
Yep. So add 4 more on top of that because you get sneak attack. There
4?
we go. Yep. And then what's the modifier?
Yeah, dex.
My
think
dexterity.
Yeah, it should.
Plus 4.
All right.
Plus 4.
16.
So you would watch, her again climb onto the creature, ram the short sword into it. It starts to give out these strange-sounding elemental noises, trying to reach up above its head to grab her. I'm gonna have you on top of it, just kind of like a rodeo.
Oh, God's sake! You should have waited! She shouts at the others.
Thought we were going.
Waited for us.
Damn it, you fool! And Ark's gonna run forward. He's going to kind of push back 5, and looking up at Chase, he has a bit of an idea. He raises his hands in the air and starts to move them around very oddly. He's gonna cast a strange spell. I have to roll this thing a dex save. You would see. Let's see if he fails first or passes. Okay, this is bad for the elemental. You would see chains begin to burst out of the ground, and they look like they are red hot, heated. They wrap around the elemental and slam it into the ground. This is some pretty fucking wicked magic that he's casting.
Is it prone or restrained, or what is it?
While restrained by the chains, the creature takes 48 at the start of each of its turns. Oh, dude, this is gonna be bad.
So it's also restrained.
Yes, it is going to be restrained as well, and because it got a nat 1, it takes 41 points of fire damage, and I think it might be vulnerable. Let me take a quick look. Yes, which means it takes 82 points of fire damage. This creature, in one move, looks like it is not doing so well. This is far more talented and graceful than Ark has been with much of his spells, and it is currently on the ground restrained with Chase on top of it, stabbing into it. We're going to go next to Jack. Don't even think about hitting it with cold!
Forgoing everything, he's going to cast Dipski's Solemn Blessing on Xanthanex. And, Talion. That would be his turn upon using Timsky's Solemn Blessing, as they would get plus 2 AC, 1d4 damage, and plus 5 speed of movement.
All right, Nep, what are you doing?
I'm gonna place Poppy on the ground next to me, and running. I'm gonna do like a baseball slide underneath its legs and try and stab it in the
Well, remember,
face.
it's on the ground, but around it, that's fine too.
Yeah, I guess like a skirt around it then. Way to kill my
Well, it's just a
vibe.
slide.
Yeah. That's 19 plus thing, so...
my bad. Arc would also get it since I'm casting it at 3rd level.
No problem.
That plus 3 is 18 points of piercing damage because it's a short sword.
Is it a magical weapon?
It is not.
Okay, it still chips it. Okay, we're gonna go next to, after Nep, it's Poppy, the little mouse that can.
Poppy's gonna moonbeam him.
Look, but Chase is on top of them.
Oh wait, she's on top of him.
Well, I guess it's a large
Yes.
creature. It's a large creature on the ground. So maybe you
Could
can.
she
moonbeam it.
realistically do it like outside of it, or?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you do it. I'll let her roll a save, and if she passes, she won't take any instead of taking half.
Alrighty.
Normal rogue things because of evasion.
Also, the permafrost elemental immediately fails because it's restrained.
18.
Oh. You see this beam of light getting ready to shoot down onto you. Yep.
the hell?
I'll let you describe it.
She backflips off the creature out of the way, heading closer to Net. She's in front.
16.
And we'll then go to the biggest bone, Xanthanax.
I'm the biggest bone. I'm the biggest bone.
Calling upon the vestiges of necrocy power, he goes big mode. Activate big mode.
So you would see
I'm activating big mode.
runes
There I go.
cover all of his bones. Oh wait,
I've
yeah,
gone
you.
big mode.
Oh.
Out of my way!
That'd be fucking terrifying.
Tramples through the rose bed.
What would you like to do, Xanthanax? It's being held down by burning chains and it's being pelted by a moonbeam.
Smash!
With advantage because it's restrained.
He's laying hands.
Smash upon him with my sword. That is +7.
Roll the hit. Roll damage.
Okay. So that is gonna be.
Big and blessing.
Yep. That's gonna be 12. That's gonna be 16 damage.
So we're gonna roleplay this quickly. Varen holds the creature down with these chains and it begins to crack its outer shell. You can see the permafrost begin to open, which causes a bit of a crack to appear. Xanthanax, what do you do after? And then we'll go to each one close enough to the creature to do something.
Is it dead?
No, it looks like this is your way to kill
Oh,
it. You have to describe.
Attack again, yeah.
I'm letting you describe how you kill it.
Okay.
Description, Jim.
Take up. He takes up his great sword, which is also now big. It has also gone big mode, and he drives it down into the crack, marrying permafrost to earth, and twisting, and then kicking it off the blade.
The creature shatters into an innumerable amount of pieces down on the ground. The cold wind goes back to normal, and the combat is now over. That was quick. That was fucking quick. That burning chains fucked that motherfucker
Now,
up, man.
with that.
Is everyone okay?
Yep. I'm all fine.
Accidentally stamps on it.
She steps on it. She don't
step on me.
Well.
I'm gonna go over to Chase
Sweet.
now. I'm gonna climb up her back.
Which way do we go now is my question.
What were you thinking?
Xanthanax returns to normal size.
I was thinking that we were following after you. It's what I said that I was going to do right before you teleported.
The creature was watching the door.
Maybe
I
you could have
said the
said
creature
that
was
if you were
watching the door.
listening to me.
I said the creature was watching the door. I said that I have a plan. You're going off on your own. You almost got yourself killed.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees this idiocracy.
I said that I was going to do this. No one stopped me at any point.
No one said you were going to teleport in front of it, not in this room here.
Sorry.
I said
that I
the
was trying
creature's
to-
watching the door. Do you want
And you
to
saw
die?
how easily we bested it?
No
You have
harm,
no trouble at all.
You're welcome,
no
by the
harm.
way.
No harm, no foul.
And Nep's gonna start looking around for these flowers. These flowers look like they're glowing, so he's gonna look for anything that might be an alchemical ingredient.
Look, look. I know you guys. I've been doing this for quite a while, and it obviously seems to me that you like to do things your own way. But at the end of the day, there are more than just your lives on the line here. All right? Me and this little one has been thrown into the mix. So maybe work as a goddamn team.
Poppy's gonna grab a little flower bud and she's gonna climb back onto Chase's shoulder, and she's gonna hold the flower bud in front of her face and use.
It's all right for you being undead and whatnot, but the rest of us feel pain and whatever and can actually die.
Chase, there's a blooming flower in front of your face.
Perhaps we're speaking without reason. High elf, are we out of line?
Typical of an elf. So short-sighted.
Excuse me?
Put it behind.
You think I do not feel?
Oh god.
I'm a half elf, buddy.
How astute.
Listen, we've got a lot of tension. Maybe let's just focus on the task at hand, all right? We just gotta get a few rooms further, and then we could go our separate ways, right?
Right, Starboy, which way now?
If you lot die or get hurt, guess who gets it in the neck? Me.
Well, you're right, and we'll work on it better next time. All right. Let's just learn from this. We'll learn from this mistake. We'll get better. Okay. Let's just let's figure out what to do now.
Poppy's gonna put that flower behind Chase's ear.
She looks at Poppy.
She's trying to make her feel better. She's smiling at her.
She gently puts her hand up and pats her on the head, but doesn't say anything. Still fuming.
Now, but which way?
You, posh boy. Where to?
I was just about to say. Give me a moment, will you?
You close your eyes, and it is less than 100 feet to the room to the right. Though, Italian, before you can kind of like you have to work quick. You start to hear stone crumbling if you do not sprint right now. This is like everyone else is kind of like still recovering, still bickering. You're staying focused. You're trying to like focus. You're trying to like find out where it is. You begin to feel the thing move. If you don't sprint, you might be in trouble. What is Italian that you are going to do?
He'd scream out, "It's moving! Get in the bloody room!" as he starts sprinting towards the door.
I grab Zontanex.
So,
Teleport.
hold on, Nibbler. Before we go with you peeps, we're going to have Talion get through, but everyone else is going to be in a bit of in a different space.
Wait!
Talion!
Uh-oh.
There's no music.
Hearing the rooms move, we're going to cut here. A very you can see everyone looks frustrated. Some people look scared. Talion is alone, but Talion, we're gonna go to you. Let me play a different song. If you can play this on the bot Scar, I'd appreciate it. And if you can control ambient Scar, I think playdorktor can control the main music. Thank you very much. Shout out to Scar, everybody. He's been a great help today, and playdorktor. We couldn't do this without them.
Give him a hot kiss on my mouth.
I don't think he wants that, man.
Oh, uh-oh.
Maybe this was the wrong song. Okay, that was on me. That was the wrong song. I'm gonna play a certified hood classic. Hold on. All right, let's try this one. Oh, this works. I like the distortion that you can hear ever so slightly. And Talion, you enter this room. You see something very strange, and I'm gonna. You see what appears to be one of these robed individuals, and he's sitting on a throne.